Okay. We should be good. So, Neon's already here, of course, perfect timing. Well, hello everyone, it's your failed programming error that just refuses to be fixed, CodeErr, and it is indeed that time again. We are gonna be continuing our journey through DDLC Our Castle Walls. Now, I'm still not sure how much longer exactly this mod is gonna go on for, but I'm sure we'll find out. Also, Grave Error, hi, welcome to the stream. Sup, nothing much. Sup with you. Hope everything is going well. Oh, well, DDLC enjoyer. Everyone here is a DDLC enjoyer, I think. Now then, where were we last time? We were just about to start a dream sequence because we finished a chapter and are now moving on to a new chapter once again. So let's just dive into the dream sequence right now. An idiot with a keyboard draws near. Ah, so all of us, you mean. And Dan, hello! Hello, hello! Welcome, everyone! Everyone's showing up. I hope you're all ready for this amazing dream sequence we're about to experience. Because I am. We must be slowly approaching the climax of this mod. Then again, one would argue that the kissing scene was the climax already. It's been quite a few days now since me and Yuri have declared this castle to be our home. The old princess that used to live here has mysteriously vanished. Oh, you mean Monica? Who knows where she ran off to? Ah, thank you. The hat pats, of course. Welcome, Viking. The pat head. A week, in fact. What else is crazy? Oh. What else is crazy is that Yuri has her own pair of white wings. This is a very dramatic moment that we must voice accordingly. It took a while for them to fully bloom, but it's fun being able to see the world from a bird's eye view with her hand in mine. The past few days have been spent cleaning and fixing the place up, and we've made pretty good progress so far. This might be the stream for what? As I'm working on removing vines from the outside of our castle, Yuri catches my attention by making her descend to my right. She has no legs! Oh no! Oh no, Yuri, where are your legs? Who took them from you? We discuss the situation. I know what will happen. You don't. Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, darling, would you like to take a break for a while?
The hot sun beating down on me helps influence my decision making. It's unfortunate, but apparently she doesn't need legs because she can fly. So, you win some, you lose some. Ah, the double hat pats today! I don't deserve this, thank you. The hot sun beating down on me helps influence my decision making. Yeah, sure. Do you have something in mind? And then Rob ruined the moment.
Well, I was thinking, what do you think about the two of us having our very own pet?
A pet? What kind of pet? Oh, an animal for us to take care of? That doesn't sound too bad. She smiles warmly at me and proceeds to walk up to take both my hands in hers.
Great! It would be nice to have another friend around here.
Another friend? Did you just friend zone me? How dare you? What has he done to wrong you? I have opened my mouth on multiple occasions to speak. I summoned a dog! Another friend? Her wings then spread into full bloom, each individual feather brought to full detail in the sunlight. A gust of wind is sent my way as she flaps them once.
Come on, let's get going. There's an island I know where one of my friends lives.
Ah, of course. You want a pet? How about an elephant? Perfect. Good reasoning, Yuri. I know exactly that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, I think you'd like her.
As both hands return to her sides. The next head pet, thank you! Behold the dog. Graver, thank you for the dog. You have indeed summoned dog, thank you. My head is damaged, cold heartbeat. So the game just got a mega update and sick new game. And thus the fight in chat has begun. And Neon is playing both sides. How are you playing both sides? What are you doing? Both her hands return to her sides, her wings kick up a storm, and before I know it, she sends herself upward into the sky. Without her legs. Hey, wait for me! Silly. But never lose. True, I guess. You know what? I choose to believe that it's not that she doesn't have any legs, but whenever she flies away, she just detaches. Like she's walking around on the ground, and when she flies away, it's just complete detachment from the legs. They just stay on the ground, standing up. She flies away, and when she returns, she lands perfectly on them and reconnects. That's how it works, right? Ah, yes! You have a me redeem! Apparently so, yes. You see, I always knew you would appear in my chat eventually, so I made that redeem just for you. Back when I made it. Hey, wait for me, silly! Aw, Viking, you're really going all out on the headpads today, huh? The jokes write themselves, that they do indeed. As my wings extend, I do the same thing, until I'm ascending into the sky, trying to catch up with the beautiful girl that's not too far ahead of me. Monica.
Okay, everyone. Wait, where are we?
Ah! What the fuck is she doing here? Suddenly Monica. I fly out. Just imagine you're having just such a really wild fantasy dream, and suddenly Monica in her school uniform just appears. Okay, everyone. Out of nowhere. Go back to the just Monica, where you belong. Damn, called out, huh? What on earth was that about? What time is it? Looking over to my clock shows it's around 11-ish. Keeping that in mind, I yawn and stretch while my mind races. Oh yeah! Me and Yuri are going into town today! With the excitement of our adventure later on today in mind, I hop out of bed and prepare for whatever today has in store. It's time to sell Yuri's knife collection. He just tries to kiss you. Monica teleports between them. He gets kissed by Bo. Okay then. One teleport. Rob! I'll buy. Honestly, her collection must be pretty impressive from what we've heard. Depends on how high her price would be. Why the sandal? I don't know why. I wish I did know. I'm gonna die here. Me and Yuri have been on the bus for a little... Right? Yeah, no. Me and Yuri have been on the bus for a little while now, going into the city. I will send you to Jesus. I will send you to Jesus. Feels nice this time, not being all by myself. Granted, it never really was. It never really was bad all by myself. I'd usually stay quiet and not bug anyone, but this just feels nice. Yesterday after me and Yuri left the park, we walked back to her place and ended up reading a lot more of her book. Ended up reading a little more of her book for a bit. You all meet Jesus. What the hell? I will send you to Jesus. Yep. Ah, good old Stephen Heaton. Honestly, Rob! Calm yourself. Emotional damage. I am taking some physical damage from all this. I'm reading a little more of a book for a bit. Then we picked out all the knives that were to be sold. After cleaning and disinfecting them, we shared one more kiss between us before I had to walk back to my place. That's a feeling I'll never be...
Emotional damage.
How dare you call emotional damage after inflicting physical damage on me? Emotional healing. I need that now. I swear, one of these days, I'm just gonna fall over dead in the middle of my stream. And it'll be all of your guys' fault. Jeez. That's a feeling I'll never be able to forget. Afterwards, she insisted on walking me back to my place like she always does. It's a good thing I will never make any progress if this keeps going. Which to redeem the emotional damage sound alert. I mean, again, that's fair. Okay then, Jesus. I would have, like, I could make them like be available for 0 bits. Only problem with that is that if I make sound alerts available for 0 bits, I have a feeling they might get spammed. To be fair, spam is already happening with my channel point rewards, but... You can add a cooldown, that is true. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, let's face it, the prices on those sound alerts are already pretty low for the most part, I think. Oh well. Matter for mods, I think, I don't know. Yeah, they always have a way around. Never mind, it does work. I'll see about that. I haven't touched the sound alerts in a long time. Like, I haven't messed with them ever since I initially set them up. Damn. Do you ignore me again? What do you mean? The fact that you all will send me to Jesus? I am fully aware that that is what's happening, apparently. It's a good thing I was able to keep all of her knives in my coat pocket and carry them on the bus. Once we're off the bus, the sound of the bus departing fills my ears as I look all around me. It's still really chilly out here. Good thing I brought my jacket. Now that I think about it, this is the same bus stop I got off at last Saturday. Just like last week, this part of town is bustling with people trying to go about their everyday lives. Feel a bit more safe now that Yuri's with me. I don't know if I want to guess what. I'm really not sure. But thank you for the hugs and head pats. At least one person is consistently nice to me. And I really do appreciate that. It honestly always feels like my entire chat is against me. In a loving way. Feel a bit more safe now that Yuri's with me. Looking over to her, I tug on her right sleeve to get her attention. Alright, so where to first?
Let's go to the pawn shop first and get this out of the way.
Everyone wants you to fucking die. In a nice way. But yes. Get no harm from me. Ah, we have someone who is true neutral. Exactly what we need. She doesn't sound too thrilled about this, and I don't blame her. Having to part with something she really likes. But it's for the better. For our future? Our future, huh? Who said that? Who said that they would feel... Rob just did another resub. Suddenly Rob. 10. 10! Rob, you've hit the double digits. How dare you hit the double digits? Thank you. Every little bit helps. You increase... No, not above me, not above me. Please. Nothing? Okay. Sheesh, but yeah, that is something. Our future, huh? Why does the thought of that make me smile so much? The thought of sharing a lifetime with someone I love. Slowly approaching her, I gently take her hand in mine and give a reaffirming squeeze. Hey, it'll be okay. I'm still really happy with you that you're going through with this.
Oh, alright then. Please lead the way.
Yeah. With that, my smile manages to grow a little bigger, and I begin looking around the area. Once I remember which way the shop is, I gently tug on Yuri's arm so we can start walking there. And Neon, you did not just... How many poems do I have on my queue right now? And actually, is that the third one? Let me check. Yeah, I have 3 of them on queue. 2 made by Rob, 1 by Neon. I need to write a poem on the topic of anyway. A poem on the topic of slime girls, which is cultured. Has to happen. And a poem about that wonderful word. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that one. We'll see if I ever get a burst of creativity about that word. Once I remember which way the shop is, I gently tug on Yuri's arm so we can start walking there. Oh, suddenly Zeus makes a stomach bad. Don't! We've been walking for about 10 minutes now, and I am very scared now. Nobody gave us any weird looks, and I didn't have it in me to make eye contact with anyone else other than Yuri. Not much has been said between me and Yuri either. Aren't we just the best? Debatable. What happened there? What happened where? The typos in Spinne's comment. Could aren't we just the best stand? No, that's not even an and, that's a sharp S. Could aren't we just the best? Havanga. Not much has been said between me and Yuri either. The silence between us is comfortable, even with all the sounds and distractions going on around us. We probably have another 5 minutes of walking before we get to the...
Oh, excuse me for a second, Code.
Huh? She breaks away from me, and I'm left trying to figure out what's going on. You can never go wrong with tentacles. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Speaking of, you know the thing in the anime talk I dropped earlier today because I watched Bofuri and the new episode, and how much the newest episode of Bofuri is right up my alley? That quote just is perfect, right? It just a lovely quote right there. But yeah. That is one way to entertain me. She breaks away from me and I'm left trying to figure out what's going on. As my eyes readjust and follow where she's going, I notice her standing next to a vending machine that's hanging out by a store entrance. And school life. You did talk about that before. I'll see if I ever have it in me to start another fresh series and binge it. It's too stupid to not send the thing. It's really cool to the quote channel. Birds are blooming, flowers are singing. What? Oh no, everything's going wrong. Curious as to what's up, I walk over to her only to see a water bottle fall to the very bottom of the machine. Once in her grasp, she turns around and hands it to me.
You have to make this for a bit.
Filled with too many questions, it probably wouldn't be wise to bombard her with all of them at once. Let's just sit back and see what happens. Once I silently take it from her, I immediately feel how cold to the touch it is, as my right fingers are now wet. She reaches into her bag and pulls out what looks like an orange pharmacy bottle. She opens it and a single pill falls into her hand. Once the bottle's back in her bag, she takes the water from me, thanks me, and downs the pill in no time. Okay, now I'm curious. Maybe she has a headache or something? There was something at the end of the previous episode. What kind of thing did she order? What kind of pill was that? Will we find out? Probably eventually. I feel very unsure about this. Hey, what's the matter? Got a headache?
Yeah, like when feel one coming on.
Ah, so I was right. We were absolutely not right. Approaching her, I wrap my arm around hers and smile at her. That's okay, love. It should go away pretty soon now.
Yeah, that's right. Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, we'd better. I'm certain she'll start feeling better soon. This be fun? No, I'm not sure if this will be fun. Hell's like you should be burning in kids. That music, though. Feels nice to escape the mess of people outside and step into the nice, quiet pawn shop. This place almost seems like a toy store for adults. There's so much cool stuff around. As I'm scanning the entire area thinking about what I want to check out first, my sight lands on Yuri, who doesn't look as excited as I am. I wonder if... Headache not quite gone yet?
I still wish I didn't have to do this.
Still have to do this. Reaching down into my pocket, I can feel all 3 knives that are to be sold today. Oh, I understand. If she really doesn't want to do this that badly, then how about... Hey, why don't I take care of this for you?
Come again?
Yeah, I'll handle everything for you. Why don't you look around, check out everything around here. I'll let you know what happens with this, alright?
Right. I think I would like that. Thank you, love.
I give her a wink for no explainable reason, then hug her from the side without any warning. No problem. Suddenly Hyrule background, suddenly escaped into reality. Oh no, they're real now! Well, no one uses their weakest attack first. He starts by doing nothing. As I take my head off her shoulder, she turns around and walks to a different part of the store. Suddenly gone, bad ending. Oh my god, I saw that recently. Like, someone played, like, Undertale, but they gave themselves, like, you know, the empty gun? They just gave themselves a loaded gun at the very beginning of the game. And did genocide with that and just one-shot everything. And Sans is too powerful, he can dodge bullets. Alright. As I take my head off her shoulder, she turns around and walks to a different part of the store. Up there, Def made a new free play song. I'll have to be sure to beat the current troublesome song first. Everything about that just felt right. Making my way towards the front counter of the store, instead of looking around, my ears managed to pick up on the hum of an old CRT TV being played. Reaching the front of the counter shows a much older man behind the stand. He's probably the owner or something. The TV next to him seems to be playing something I probably don't care about. Once I make my approach in front of him, our eyes meet, but I quickly bring mine away from his. Oh shit. Yes. Yes. Because Sans. Wow. Chat is going crazy again. Let's see. I just stand there and do nothing. Ah, so we are pulling the Sans move. Yep, that's right. It's literally nothing. It's not gonna be anything either. You get it? I know I can't talk to you. One of these times. Nah. You know, the character that uses a gun. Well, we already have someone who uses their fist, so the guy who genocided Nazi. We don't know that. That might just be a random person in this mod. Because remember, we have seen many different MCs in this mod who are just random characters and not actual MC. So he might just be using the graphics, but we don't know. For all we know, it could be. Actually, could be Natsuki's dad working here. Oh my god! I just realized we actually are real. Look in the background. Look up there. There are real people in this store. There are real life humans here. Oh no. Anime is real. Anime and reality have been the same all along. We just didn't realize it. How could it take us this long to figure it out? Catalyst, elemental gun or something. What is the address I need? Every other MC there is, and this is part of the mob. It's true, they're all big bullies. What do I do first? Oh no, Pirates Universe's humans have been trapped by Daddy Dearest into the simulation. Like Senpai, this is bad. How could this be? Talk to him? Wait for him to talk first? Bring out the knives first? Wait, don't do that. That could look bad. That's why I noticed we still haven't said anything to each other as the expression changes. Hey kid, you lost or something? No? Both of his eyes seem to open up as his eyes shift to his right a little bit. Hey, pretty one that's over there. She brought you here? Wait a minute, is he talking about... Yeah? Simulating there too. Yes, get me in there. She your mom or something? Frick is up with this guy? Me and Yuri are around the same age. I think. Why would you think she's my mom? Well, MC, the way you think and act around her sometimes, it's nobody's surprise. We all can see that you've clearly got some mommy issues and you're really projecting on everything onto Yuri. We have seen it, and we've seen you call her mom before. So, you know. Daddy dearest. Oh no. No. She's my... Why am I thinking about how the word sounds? Just say it. Girlfriend. You sure? With those hooters, she could be your mom. Those what? Oh, forget it. What are you here for, kid? Stop calling me kid. Yeah, she is. That's why I consider you. Ah. And then he just says, I'm married. He's a demon, you think he can? How loyal do you think Daddy Dearest is? Boy. With a somewhat annoyed look, I reach into my jacket pocket and pull out all 3 knives. Placing them on the counter in front of him, I'm already worrying about what he'll say. With a somewhat surprised look, he grabs the purple one I am somewhat familiar with, flips it open and inspects it. Whoa there, kid. What are you doing playing around with these? Oh no. What do I tell him? That these were Yuri's? Those scooters. Packing some dope on honkeros. Massive to hoonka banker loose. Good old Don Hungara Cougars. Humongous Hongalononononongongus. Where were we? Alright. No, then he'll start saying weird stuff about her again. I know this is wrong, but here goes nothing. I missed that meme. Just say something, yeah. I don't need these anymore. Yeah, whatever. I'll get back with you on these. With that, he takes the 3 of them away from me and slowly walks over to towards a computer on the other side of the store. We're talking about. I guess we were. Man, what would Yuri have done if she were in my shoes? Good enough, MC. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. As the thought of what Yuri is up to crosses my mind, my attention is ripped by a rather dumb-sounding voice on the TV. I know I'm not usually one to sit around and watch TV, but now I'm curious. Hey, wait a minute, I know that guy! It's Stream! Oh no. Nah. I know that guy. He's the one who does those dumb heartburn medicine commercials. I eat ribs every day, and I love it. But I tell you what, one more thing about how much ribs I eat, a lot. Wait, what? Consume I'm almost positive you shouldn't phrase it like that. If you go to a football sports game and you run out of chips, eat. It'll bring you joy. You know what? That sounds like a brilliant thought. I hadn't thought of that even once. It's got loads of calories and it'll give you heartburn like crazy. Frick you, man. Wait, what? Frick you. How many different people are gonna say F you to me today? Interrupting me is giving me heartburn. That's why I use pill. It gives me less heartburn. I still have it. Ticket pays for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. This guy just go and chat on the TV. Chat right. Of course. It's very sad that you're always messing with my commercials. Who's the one who's worth the 145 million again? Oh, you're stealing my jokes. I'm a joke genius, and you're stealing all my jokes. Well, you see, I'm not stealing the jokes because I came up with the jokes. Well, I was 28. I'm 100, you see? It's a jello pudding. Man, TV sucks nowadays. Hey, kid. What? Looking over to my right, I can see the man walking back towards me, still with a serious face. I don't figure out how much these are worth. I think you'll like what you'll see. With a bit of excitement building up in me, he opens up the cash register in front of him and pulls out 2 $100 bills and hands them to me. Come on, there's gotta be more than that. Let's ask that very real looking guy in the background what he has to say. 10 out of 10. As I take them from him, I have to do a double take to make sure I'm seeing them right. No way. You're kidding, right? No. I don't know where I got them from, but they go for a pretty penny online. Huh. Now I kind of wonder where Yuri got them from. 200 for 3 knives? Come on, dude, you gotta bargain a bit. Don't just take the first offer. Yeah, but they might be incredibly... Like, you know Yuri's collection has to be worth a lot of money, right? These have to be incredibly valuable ones. Always bargain! Don't take the first offer! Use them to get more. Oh shit! Give me the round box or I will use the knives. Ooh. What do I don't understand? So it's chocolate. Of course! You only need one knife and all the chocolate, right? Is that how it is, Neon? Once I confirm how much is in front of me, I stuff the money away in my back left pocket. Anyways, don't spend it all in one place. Maybe a little cutesy girlfriend should hold on to it for you. Well, I mean, those were hers in the first place. Yeah, I probably should. Thanks again, mister. Right, now stay safe, kid, you hear? Right. You can buy 200 knives and then go to the shop and sell them. You can multiply your money. Yeah, I don't think he will give me 200 bucks for any knife. But sure, let's go for that. Good system, must work. Trying to ignore the fact that he called me kid about as many times as I have fingers on my hand, I walk away from him to a different part of the store. Man, I wonder how much of that Yuri heard. After a little bit, I managed to find Yuri on the opposite end of the store. She's standing in front of a clothes rack with rather expensive looking clothes on them. I wouldn't expect her to be looking at clothes, but... Actually, come to think of it, I don't know what I would expect her to be looking at. We're a billionaire in the matter of no clue. An unspecified amount of time. Yes. Actually, yeah, let's see. Rip 200 bucks. Why would we rip them? Oh, you mean rest in peace? Who is about to waste them? Invest in... A bit late for that. Books more like it. Approaching her, I tap her on the shoulder. Hey, all done?
Oh, I love.
She pulls some clothes off a rack and presents them to me.
Oh, with this look on me.
In front of me is a dark blue t-shirt followed by a rose-colored, almost raspberry-colored cardigan. It closely resembles what she's wearing right now. Not too sure about that. As I divert my attention from her, I look over to the clothes rack about 2 away from the one she's at. A lavender-colored dress with red bow ties in the middle and white frills at the bottom is what I pull out and present to her. I think this would look great on you. Are you really doing this right now? Yeah, dropping him not a good idea. Yeah. Again, you would have to do that. You would have had to know what happened to Bitcoin. You would have had to invest so early on. She then takes it from me, inspects it, and feels what kind of material it's made of.
Oh my, that looks pretty expensive.
Flipping it around, she presses it close to her body as if to see if it will fit.
It's in my size too. Maybe I'll have to buy this someday.
I would love that. You would look cute. You would look so cute. Not that you don't already. She proceeds to put the dress back in its spot and unexpectedly hug me.
Oh, I love it when you say things like that.
As I wrap my arms around her, I speak gently into her ear. Why gently? Gabe! Oh yeah? Well, I have the bestest, most prettiest girlfriend ever. She squeezes me tightly. There, that's better. Squeeze me tightly. That's how we do this. Those are adjectives I don't mind, to which I return the favor. With us being this close and her embrace as tight as it is, maybe I should think of my words better if this is gonna happen in public. Dropping in her just like the meters between me and your location. Oh shit. Neon's closing in already. I mean, I'm not really complaining or anything. When she reluctantly releases me, my left hand goes into my back left pocket. By the way, here's what we ended up getting from your knives. Pulling the money out, I present both $100 bills to her.
No way.
Yeah, I was taken aback as well. She takes both the bills and stuffs them away in her bag. Ready to get out of here? I couldn't find anything I want to buy.
Sure thing.
Oh! Suddenly crowd noises. It doesn't take long for us to walk down to the grocery store. The two of us passed by the toy store on our walk here, and it made me remember the events of a week ago. That brought a smile to my face, needless to say. Once we're inside, the sight of everything the store has to offer nearly puts me in awe. It's not bad, really. Surprisingly enough, there aren't many people around here to bother us, despite it being Saturday. It actually is Saturday! As I grab the shopping cart for her, the two of us set off to wherever she decides to go first. Specific word. Yeah, very specific word that, The end of the fan. Yeah, that is exactly what would happen. Thanks for that, Pats. That cheers me up a bit. As I grab the shopping cart from her, the two of us set off to wherever she decides to go. It feels kinda nice to be here again, not gonna lie. As the two of us make our way through the plethora of aisles in here, I can't help but remember a few times from my childhood when I would go here with my mom. There! Again! Again! This is exactly what I mean with the mommy issues. You're constantly projecting everything you do with Yuri. Everything you do with Yuri, you always connect to your mom. Why would you do this? And then be surprised when people say, oh, is she your mom? You literally make the comparisons yourself. Like the fourth wall. No, my you. Anyway, moving on from this one. Believe it or not, I learned a lot of social cues from places like these. Mainly my mom telling me how to act or what to say to people, that kind of stuff. But now, time skip many years later, I'm doing the same thing, this time with the girl I love. It feels, I don't know, me and her are doing adult things now. It just feels right, I suppose. Looking over to see her content face, can't help but feel joy. It's as if I'm able to take on anything the future throws at me. Once her gaze meets mine, her smile matches what's on my face.
Code, what are you thinking about?
Huh? Oh, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just really happy.
Oh, is that so? Oh, come.
A 12-pack of pens sitting on one of the aisles catches my attention. I reach for it and put it in the cart instead of answering Yuri. It's probably best I stock up on these. The girl I love, my mom, sweet. Oh, Bella. Yep. I might as well be at this point. I think I only have 7 at home. I mean, having 7 is better than 6, which in turn is better than 5, and even 5 is better than 4. Let me present to you Muscle Man. But why? And but consider this though. Even if I had 4, that would still be better than 3. But I mean, hypothetically, if I imagine myself having only 3 pens to use at home right now, I think I would be okay with 3, because that's better than 2. I think 2 is finally reaching the point where I might be in trouble. But even 2 is better than what? The sound of footsteps managed to break me away from messing around with Yuri. 2 younger children, a boy and a girl, run right past me and Yuri. I mean, to be fair, we were kind of spitting the truth there.
Gentle.
TTS, why are you on the side of chat? Small gust of wind blows past me as I'm frozen in place, my mind racing for a short while. What is better than none? Man, where's their parents at?
Not too sure.
Looks like Yuri's also stopped in her tracks at what transpired. Their parents. Not long after, Yuri resumes walking to wherever she needs to be, lightly placing her arm around my shoulder to keep me with her. I wish I could wrap my arm around her, but I don't want to manage the cart one-handed. As the two of us walk around a little more with various items being put in our cart, I find myself taking a few glances at Yuri every now and then, all while making sure I don't run into anything. There's a blur in the background. Perhaps there were real people here as well at some point. Constantly sparing dropping on anvil. I honestly don't know. One hurts physically, one hurts everything inside me. Way too long to understand when to use there. Ah, the difference between there and there and there. 3 words that all sound the same but are very different. And people keep mixing them up. The one that you're using in that, the one you have put in your little comment there, is for possession. As in, it is their, for example, it is their car. But yeah, people still struggle with that. It's weird. Like, the there as in they are should be obvious, because you can figure out that it's just a shortened form of they are. And when to use they are should be relatively simple. And there, about location, I mean, I don't know, but I guess people also struggle to differentiate between the two different yours, so, Answer to it. Exactly. That is location. The one Neon had was possession, and the other one is abbreviation of they are. Who's being possessed? Who? Me? Why? Spirit? Why? Why sounds like the chat? Oh no. This was walk around with a little more. Two of us walk around a little more with various items being put in our cart. I find myself taking a few glances at Yuri every now and then while making sure I don't run into anything. Lord forbid I cause a scene in here by knocking stuff over or any kind of casualties happening. Ah yes, definitely casualties. Besides that, I can't help but think about what happened just now that stopped us in our tracks. I wonder if... Hey Yuri, mind if I ask you something? She gives me a warm smile which makes me feel a bit more comfortable. Wi-Fi died for a split second. Henry's beef is being possessed by spirit because... Also, why beef? Is that how we call BF? Lost connection, of course.
Not at all, dear.
Well, oh man, now I think about it, I feel that be kind of weird to ask her out of the blue if she wants to have kids someday. How about, what do you think about children?
You know,
Oh, sorry. You know, I can't expect Yuri to be surprised by a question like that. Instead, she remains quiet while she places probably $20 worth of stuff in her cart in one sitting.
I guess I feel indifferent about them. I can see how they can be a joy to some people's lives, but also the opposite at the same time.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess I feel the same way. I don't really feel like I can say much, however. I never really got to be around them besides school, and my bigger brother never had any of his own. I think Yuri's smile is slowly starting to go away.
I see. I'm sorry to hear about that.
It's alright. It's something I've already learned to accept, so it doesn't bother me too much. What about you, though? Have you ever thought about having them? Oh, that was a little bit forward of me, wasn't it?
I mean, I'm not ready to have them now.
I mean, Dodoy, we're in school right now. I think we have other stuff to worry about than having children.
I mean...
She's... Wait. What? She then clears her throat and opens her eyes.
I'm honestly not too sure if I would make a good mother. The thought of being a parent seems really scary at times.
Don't worry about that. We apparently see you as our mom already anyway. Damn. Okay.
Especially if I were to be all by myself.
Just the thought of all by myself makes me feel a little uneasy. Understandably so, especially with how things are in the world nowadays. We'd both have to be financially stable or something like that. Oh, I just realized what I said to her. I really need to think before I speak. There's a weird sense of nervousness surrounding me. I bet Yuri's affected by it too. Going down the parenthood path already? You have children with Yuri? So that's how Ah, yes, that's how they got all the knives. That's how they got into knives. It all makes sense now. Sorry, I didn't mean to put it that way.
No, it's fine. You're absolutely right. There's a pretty big responsibility after all.
Yeah, true. I don't think I could do that by myself.
Code, look out.
Is it Wallace? Or one of his lackeys? Is it Wallace or one of his lackeys? If so, I swear to God, I will kill a bitch. Had to take long now, we know. What? You pulling back on my shoulder stops both me and the cart in our tracks. Just in time too, we managed to stop in front of an even younger girl who's blocking our path. Purple shirt, freckles on her cheeks, curly brown hair. Cute. The kid stares at us with eyes nearly wide open. Both me and Yuri look at each other like we need to confirm what's in front of us.
Go on.
Oh no. She doesn't mean... Looking away from her, I nervously walk away from our cart until I reach the child in front of us. Slowly getting down both knees until I'm nearly eye level with her, I make sure to lighten up before speaking. The child's face shows a look of curiosity. Left hand goes to the back of my head. To my back of my head again. Excuse me, Sir Yuri. Maybe Monica? Mini Yuri? Possibly. I don't think curly brown hair is quite Yuri. Are you lost or something? The child then smiles and somehow extends both arms. As I'm about to bring my right hand to for her to grab, she forcefully grabs a hold of both sides of my hair instead. Ah! You think this would hurt, given what the child is doing? But with her this long, it'll take a lot more force to be noticeable. As I'm hearing Yuri giggling to herself in the background, I can't help but sigh at the situation I got myself into. Oh, brother. You can let go now. The kid's not letting go. Yuri, a little help here? As I'm stuck in place, all because of a wandering 2-year-old kid, it takes a bit of time until Yuri walks up beside me. Once she gets down to knee level, she brings her hands up to my hair and carefully puts the child's hands away. Look at that, we're already getting practice! We were just talking about having kids, and now there's a little 2-year-old girl that is lost, and we have to probably take care of her until we can find her parents somewhere in this store. We are getting a little bit of practice in right after we talked about this. What kind of convenient ass timing is this? Only in anime. Once her hands are removed, they cling onto Yuri's hands as her mischievous smile never goes away. Mama. Damn it, why does everyone call her that? Yuri! No baby, unfortunately no baby saying in the future here. Can't help but quietly laugh to myself at how adorable this is. A little while, Yuri picks up the child with both hands on her stomach, brings her into her arms, much like you would a cat or a baby. Whack. Punt the child! She grabbed our hair. Punt her. Do it now. Surprisingly, she doesn't give her any trouble at all.
Isn't she cute, Code?
Walking up to Yuri, I wrap an arm around her and look at the child whose smiling face is buried in Yuri's chest. We must be so jealous right now. Imagine just going up to her, hey Yuri, can I bury my face in your chest next? Preferably once we're at home after you undress. Kick the baby. Use everyone's mouth. He is God's what? Oh, damn. Let me go. Hey! Wait. I suppose so. Maybe you would make a good mom. I purposefully look at Yuri and give her a confident smile. God, sorry. Oh, now it's getting confusing. When she sees me looking at her, her smile matches how mine must look right now. Can't help but start to get lost in her violet eyes yet again. I'm starting to feel this warm, surreal feeling. We're actually doing big adult things together. This is awesome! You know what? Reaching into the card for the bag of red seedless grapes Yuri put in there, I pull a few out of the bag and show them to the 2-year-old in Yuri's arms. Open up! With her eyes on the prize, she reaches over and takes them from me. Mine! Doesn't take long for all of them to be devoured.
Aren't we supposed to pay for those first?
Shh. What they don't know won't hurt them. We be doing a little crime. How could we? The MC call code, yes. That one with the mommy issues. A bit too far. Besides, it's just 1 or 2 or 5 or 9. Mainly 5. Stealing the baby, yes. Let's steal the baby while we're at it. It's not long after, however, that a man and woman around my parents' age approachy the 3 of us. Oh no, did Rule's card sneak in here? They approachy the 3 of us. As long as that would be a good idea. We just fed the baby stuff we haven't paid for yet, and we're stealing the baby. Alright. They don't look upset, but not quite the happiest either. Alright, punted towards them, yes. Oh, that's where they ran. That's where she ran off to. Oh, was this your child? What she is? His tone of voice puts me a little less at ease, which makes me look away from him. He manages to break away from my arm. He manages to break away from my arm around her and walks over to the older man and gives him his daughter back. When she's handed over, the 2-year-old doesn't look so happy anymore, as she reaches her arms out to Yuri while they're walking away. Mama! As the older couple walk away, child in tow, I look over to Yuri, who still has a noticeable blush on her face. Damn, maybe we should have taken the child. Here, catch! Well, that was certainly something.
Indeed.
What's wrong? Don't like being called Mama? Can't help but playfully stick my tongue out at her.
No, I just...
She takes a deep breath before speaking again.
We should probably finish up here.
Yeah, good point. At that, the 2 of us continue our journey through the store with an unusual silence between us. Don't touch the child. He touched the child. The scene that played out in front of us just then. How I felt being close to Yuri with a child. We'd both have to be financially stable or something like that. Maybe I should ask her. I tug at her sleeve at what just came to mind. Oh, another thing?
Yes, dear.
And the criminal who touches the child. I know this might sound a little weird, but what do you want to be when you grow up? She stops walking after hearing me ask that, causing me to as well.
You mean what I want to do next year?
Next... What?
No, we both turn 19 next year.
I'm still stuck in place with my expression probably in several pieces, as I have nearly forgotten just how old I am. Damn, I'm old! It takes a little bit to break myself from that mindset to respond to her. No, well, I meant like for a job, a career or something.
Well, if I could, I wouldn't mind learning more about psychology. If I could make a living by helping other people out, that would be really nice. Life would seem worth it, I suppose.
Oh, that's cool.
I suppose. If that doesn't go through, I feel confident that I could have potential as a librarian.
Yeah, that suits her pretty well.
What about you, Code? Have you put any thought into that?
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not too sure. The future seems really scary at times. I'm not sure how exactly I could contribute to society. Although I got a letter from my parents the other day saying that they're gonna help me get on disability, so I have that going at least.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
You what?
I mean, that's nice of them.
Yeah, I suppose. With my tone of voice becoming more lackluster, I can't help but focus more on the ground below me.
Hey, Code,
Yeah? Her apprehensive face turns into a smile.
I believe you'll do great with whatever career you choose.
Thanks, Yuri. I can't help but remember what happened 2 nights ago. How I got angry with my mom over the phone and said things to her I really didn't mean. I wish I could tell her how bad I felt because of that. Several hours later. Alright, almost back home. I think I'm starting to feel a little bit less tired after all that's happened today. It's a good thing we were allowed to eat on the bus. The 2 of us ended up sharing a pre-made sandwich from the store. That made me feel pretty tired, as I almost took a nap on the way home. That was intense. What just happened, or you mean the phone call that we were talking about there? I bet Yuri's pretty tired as well. After having to part with something that she held near and dear to her and having to be a mom for a short while. Once we got off the bus and back into our area, we stopped at Yuri's house first to drop off groceries and whatnot. What happened just now? Yeah, I guess. I've got a body here. 7 hours later, I've got a body here. Need identify. Well, Yuri just stabbed someone, I guess. Again. Oh, Yuri. She insisted that she had nothing else to do today and would rather spend the day at my place. Something about a change of scenery. I don't blame her one bit. All she's brought with her is her bag, with Lord only knows what's in there. Man, every time. Yeah, be alright, I'll see you in a bit then. Now that's not true. You would think that she would know what she has in there. Once we're back at my place, I approach my mailbox and open it up to find 2 letters in there. Oh, Yuri, audience laughing. Oh, Yuri, did you stab someone again? You just did that yesterday. Take a closer look at them. I see one's from our school and the others from the place that my parents work at. Which led to absolutely nowhere, damn. But why though? They haven't sent us anything in a long time. I wonder what that could be about. Maybe it's something about my parents themselves. I know my mom's not too thrilled with me, but I wonder. As I'm lost in thought, what looks to be a drop of water lands on the envelope I'm holding. Then another, and another, and it's starting to rain, so let's get inside. Wait. Yeah, get inside, dude! You're at your house anyway. The sound of rain falling, air moving rapidly, and thunder in the background assaults my ears. The constant splashing of water on my clothes and hair brings about an uncomfortable, almost restricting feeling. How long have you been standing there? / how quickly has this begun? You were just at your mailbox, and it was clear right now, and the first few drops were hitting, and now you're standing here in the rain thinking about what's happening, and you're already fully drenched, apparently. Like, that is speedy that you didn't have the time to walk those few extra steps to your door. Are you serious? With my face showing discomfort, I quickly bring both my arms above my head and run under the awning that's above the front entrance to my house. Yuri follows suit behind me, eventually catching up. Fumbling around with my keys, I managed to quickly unlock, open the door, and spent no time getting in, dropping both letters on the floor in response.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, Code. I completely forgot that I killed someone yesterday.
It's alright, just don't do it again. Also, Appeased, hi! How are you? Did you start recovering from the insanity that was RL craft today? I hope so. Also, thanks for the hydrate. Because, oh, those were many deaths. Once Yuri makes her way inside, I shut the door behind us, rest my forehead on the door, and exhale rather loudly. You know, if Tord was here right now, this would be the start of one hell of a roleplay session. The sound of raindrops crashing to the earth and my house... the sound of raindrops crashing onto the earth and on my house never end. A land for cheats crashes my... No, really? Okay, is there a way to change it in the files whether or not cheats are allowed? Like open the world, like open that save, like go into the Minecraft folder and find the folder with that world save, and maybe there's some way to edit it in there. But I don't know the specifics. I wouldn't know what you would have to change, if that even works. But that's the only theory I have as to how you might be able to solve the problem. Gonna look for it later, I'm too tired of Minecraft right. Fair. Totally fair after what happened. Jesus. Continue. I'll be just as annoying as... There you have it. Sound of raindrop. Yeah, I just read that. Yuri speaks up after a moment of silence.
Code, is something wrong?
Taking my head off the door and looking over to Yuri, she's setting her bag on the ground near the door. Once she's done doing that, I approach her and take both her hands in mine to help calm me down a bit. Shut it, Rob. Rob will never shut it. The quotes, they keep coming and you can't stop them. She doesn't resist and her inquisitive face doesn't change. I end up turning my head to the left, looking at the floor and taking a big breath before speaking. Yeah, that channel is dead. I made it specifically so Tord would stop roleplaying in the main channels. And, then it never really got used for that. I honestly think at this point I'm just fine getting rid of it, because it's honestly completely pointless. I just did it to have like a space for Tord to do their thing without having to bother everyone else. And it hasn't been used in... How long it's been? Half a year at least, probably, right? Maybe? I don't know. Screw it, you turtle. Damn, how can you hate the turtle? I'm sorry, Yuri, just... When it rains and lightnings outside, it makes me uncomfortable for whatever reason. What do you mean? That is the most pleasant atmosphere I know. Very strong wind, plus rain, plus thunder. When you're inside and hear all that stuff going on outside, that is such a calming atmosphere in my mind. I can't be the only one who feels like that, right? Please tell me I'm not alone in this. Gonna grab you. Alright, see you in a bit then. Thanks for being here, I appreciate it. Thanks for the lurk. Makes me uncomfortable for whatever reason.
Oh, what's not to like about it?
Just... I feel like I can't do anything when it's raining. Too restricting. Thunder's too loud. Lightning kills people. Yuri giggles at my last comment, but I can't bring myself to smile right now. Sky'd have dark without any damn stars. What are your thoughts on the random psychiatrists who are doing the festival? Yes. Honestly, I don't really care about them at best. And at worst, I hate them. Because I'm pretty sure we were introduced to that one douchebag as well who kind of interrupted the poems and stuff. There wasn't really anyone there who stood out particularly positively in my mind. But that is my opinion. Maybe someone else has a different opinion. Damn. My hands quickly leave Yuri's and go over my ears. Part of the Wallace gang, but he's not part of. But he's not in the main trio. He's like, I know we have that one little trio. So Wallace and his two little douchebag friends, his left hand man and his right hand man, basically. And then there's that other dude who's like, I don't know. He's kind of along for the ride sometimes, but he's not really contributing anything to their little bullying group. But he still sucks by association. So, that is basically how I would put that. And I think most of us can agree. My hands quickly leave yours and go over my ears. I returneth! Welcome back! The thunder rumbling through my house and into the earth shakes through my body and brings me to my knees. After a little bit, I can feel a hand being placed on my shoulder.
Hey, it's okay, you're safe.
Takes me a little longer than usual to calm down due to the seemingly violent atmosphere around me. After some time, I take her hand that's on my shoulder and she helps me lift me off the ground. BRB, and now Vikings out for a bit. Okay, see you in a bit then. Our hands don't break away though, and I still don't have it in me to make eye contact with her.
I don't mind the rain personally.
How so?
The way it sounds is just relaxing to me. It helps me fall asleep at night sometimes.
There we go. Yuri's actually being relatable right here. What I miss, so we were shopping, that much you know, then we went home, and just as we got home it started to storm outside. So it started raining, including thunder and lightning and everything, and now we're home. That is basically all that happened. How much violence has happened? Not enough. I mean, I guess that makes sense. How is it relaxing to you, though? She takes a deep breath before responding to me. It just is, okay?
Because we're both safe from the danger it could bring. You said yourself that thunder can be too loud and lightning can kill people. Is it not at least somewhat reassuring, knowing that nothing like that can reach you in here?
Huh. How come I'd never thought of that? Yeah, now that you mention it. And now we can relax to it too. I always had light mode on for my phone, but it started to burn my eyes a tiny bit, so now I turn on dark mode. It feels so much nicer. Amen. That is fair. Honestly, light mode is just the default setting for the Twitch app, if I'm not mistaken, right? And it's weird. Stream manager, like my stream manager, dark mode. Everything else, light mode, because it's standard setting. And I honestly feel like I should go into the option and change it to dark mode at some times. Well, lightning can kill people. Yeah, but we're safe in here. You're lying through her teeth? She didn't lie. She did say it, that it can kill people. You said yourself that thunder can be too loud and lightning can kill people. Nothing like that can reach you in here. Absolutely not lying. I guess we just you just misheard me reading that, or you misread it or something, but yeah, no, we're fine here. Yeah, now that you mention it, there's an awkward silence between us as the light sounds of the rain and thunder in the distance help the earth help the earth go around. I guess another thing, the rumbling feeling from thunder seems to mess up all my senses in some weird way. Like, it's shaking me to my core or something like that. Misread it, my bad. No, I get that. That happens, which is why I corrected you. While I can correct people, I shall. Oh, you changed your name color. Huh. What are you curious about, though?
I can understand that. I have an idea, though. How does tea sound? Would that make you feel better?
I slowly turn my head to meet hers. Yeah. That doesn't sound too bad.
Excellent.
On stream it shows purple on my stream, and it shows purple in my chat. Like, it's purple up there, it's purple in my chat box to the side, it's purple in my stream manager, it's Hang on, I have the stream open separately, just in case I need to look at it from a viewer's perspective. And there it's purple too. It's purple everywhere for me, but grey for you apparently. Damn.
Excellent.
Our hands break away as she reaches down for her bag. Once she's in my kitchen, she reaches into her bag, pulls out a yellow and purple box, and the new teacups for me and her we got from the store. Next, the sound of pots and pans being moved fill my house. This is starting to become a bit much on my ears.
Have you ever had lavender chamomile before?
No, I haven't. Twitch always needs to fix something or other. It's never perfect. Once she has a small saucepan in her hand, she fills it up with water for both of us. Subsequently, she places it on the stove, turns the burner on, and pulls out 2 tea bags to set on the counter. I may as well go lay down on the couch for a little bit until she's all done. Minutes pass and I've made myself nice and comfy, about to doze off into a nap. The sounds of Yuri messing around with what I'm guessing are teacups in the kitchen make me open my eyes to figure out what's going on. Once my eyesight adjusts, I see Yuri slowly walking towards me with 2 teacups in hand. She's probably being careful, trying not to spill anything. If only there was a table in here that we could set them on. Why didn't my parents ever think of buying one before they left? I feel like I've gone off about this once before. Nah, maybe it was something different.
You see your scarf?
Huh? Oh, thanks. I carefully take the cup from her hands as she takes the seat next to me. The warmth of it spreading across my fingertips reminds me of the awful events that happened in the club yesterday. Can't help but sit and stare at the cup in front of me for some time, while I'm trying to stop thinking about what happened yesterday. The color of it is more of a yellowish hue than the oolong that Yuri usually makes, and has a weird citrus-like, mint-like smell to it that I don't know how to feel about. Learning from my mistakes, I blow on it a few times in an attempt of making it cool down. Carefully taking a sip of it, the taste reminds me of soap. This is weird. I'm not sure if I like this that much. No. That... It is an N, not an M, but to be fair, it is very hard to tell the difference. I am fully aware. But the thing is, that font you see, okay, that font is technically one I just threw together myself randomly. It's like an H to me. Nah, for an H the middle part wouldn't be 2 pixels thick. It would only be 1 thick. This is weird, I'm not sure I like this that much. Hey, Yuri? Why do you want to make this kind instead of what you usually make?
Well, I bought it because I haven't had it in quite some time. This kind of tea is good for helping to ease stress and to fall asleep faster.
Taking another sip and slowly setting my teacup on the floor, I take a moment to stretch my arms and quietly yawn. Wait, fall asleep? Say 3 random letters in the alphabet in no particular order. This one responded to him. UCI. You see, wait, fall asleep? No, wait. Do you plan on spending the night again?
I would really like that.
As tired as I may be feeling, it makes me happy knowing that she'll be spending the night again. And it's not even a school night. Even the sound of the rain outside isn't bothering me that much, but I can't help but feel like I'm forgetting something. That's why I carefully rest my head on her right shoulder and look up to somewhat meet her gaze. It always feels surreal being this close to her. You can use my bed again tonight.
Oh, Code, that isn't necessary.
I don't mind. That being said, I bring my head up and quickly lean over to kiss her cheek. She giggles for a bit, then places her head on my shoulder, which makes me feel more safe, more comfortable.
Well, how about we read some more of my book before we go to bed?
Yeah, I think I would like that.
Alright then, give me one moment. Are you done with your tea?
Looking down at my cup on the floor shows it's only half empty. Half full? One of those two. Or both. Yeah, I don't want any more. As she gets up from the couch, I carefully grab my cup and give it to her. Can't help but watch she walks away from me. How great her body looks from where I'm at. I wonder if... You wonder if? Once she's at my front door, she picks up her bag from the floor and... Oh, that's what I forgot. The mail's still on the floor. Getting myself off of the couch, I make my way over to the front door, grab the mail that's on the floor, and walk back to the couch. I may as well get this out of the way while I'm waiting until she's all done with what she's doing. Alright, let's see what this school could have possibly sent me. Hopefully it's nothing about Jason or Kyle from the other day. Using my index finger to open the envelope, I pull out the piece of paper inside and... Now hang on! Where's the school's address and all the other info on the paper? Oh no. What is this? This is not gonna be good. Getting the bong stick now? The bong stick is necessary. How about... Can't hide. So what is going on here? You think they'd do better than this? Oh yeah, there's absolutely the bully squad using school resources. Let's see what I'm getting myself into. Code, we are writing this to let you know that you and your dearest friend have been acting out of line lately. Also, your grades have been really bad as well. Keep this up and you'll be expelled and have to redo your senior year all over again. Also, you could have done much better than her. Now here's the question. Is our main character dense enough to believe that this crap came from the school? The school's address isn't on it, it was very sloppily done, and that last line, you could have done much better than her, is not something any kind of professional would ever write. Like everything above that, maybe kind of. I can maybe kind of see it. And then that last line. Question of today, is MC dumb? We're about to find out. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me? Last I checked, my grades are alright, I think. I guess we'll have to see what happens when we go back on Monday. Also, what do they mean by dearest friend? You know what? I don't even want to know. You'll always be my dearest friend. That is what they meant. They meant you should hit Yuri with the "you'll always be my dearest friend" instead of "I love you." But apparently he is dense. How can one person be this dumb? Come on. Next time put some effort into it, fool. They didn't even have to put in effort and we still believe it. Oh no. Taking the letter from the school, totally from the school, and putting it back in the envelope it came in, I placed it on the opposite side of the couch. What else was there? My vision lands on the other letter that came today. Right. The letter from... There's a weird black hole feeling in my chest due to the nervousness of wondering what could have come from my parents' work. Actually, how? This guy. It's weird. Oh, Yuri point of view. 9:45 p.m.
And there we go. That's a nice feeling that goes with being able to hand wash dishes all by oneself, especially for my love. With both teacups properly cleaned, I placed them on the dish rack in front of me, facing upside down. I hope Code won't mind.
No! Apparently no, we won't mind, Yuri. Please go on with whatever you're doing. Doesn't have enough brain cells to rub together. He's more dense than Smeon. I just researched what material is the densest. 1. He's dense. 2. He has dementia. 3. He has mommy issues. 4. He is dating a yandere. 5. He nearly killed a bully. To be fair, point number 5 is actually very, very appreciated. I wish more people would act like that and actually straight up kill bullies. Now, scar them for life. And if they still act up, then kill them.
It's a wonder I didn't drop our teacups because of that. That sounded like it came from a code ad.
You think?
As I move from the kitchen to drawing code, I'm abruptly halted by the scene before me. A scene that is telling me to hydrate.
Thank you, by the way. Exactly 3 issues, 4 and 5 are good things. 4 depends on your point of view, but yes, I agree.
As I moved from the kitchen to drawing code, I'm abruptly halted by the scene before me. Code standing by the couch in the living room with his head against the wall. Oh no.
I'm sorry!
The sound of his head hitting the wall shakes the house just as the thunder did earlier.
Damn, okay. How is our skull not shattering? How strong are we? Are we some kind of superhero? We smash our skull so hard into the wall that it shakes. You know what? True, we are incredibly dense. And if our skull is this dense, there's no way it would break easily. You're absolutely right. Being dense is actually a bit of a superpower right now. Kill a bully. Kill someone who's a people that are not bully. He's so dense his skull doesn't break. The wall will break before the skull does.
I instinctively look away at the sight but quickly return my attention to him. I can't allow him to do this to himself. I make my way over to him and firmly grip his shoulders. Code, what's going on? He falls to the floor, his hands covering his face. My heart aches as this episode intensifies and he starts rolling around the floor. The sound of his sobs only fuel my worry.
I'm sorry!
What could be so devastating to prevent him from answering me? Scanning around him, I see a piece of paper on the ground. Succumbing to my curiosity, I reach down to grab it and take a look.
Ah yes, once again reading his stuff.
It looks like a letter of some kind.
He's more dense than your Wait, what? So dense, he isn't slamming himself against the wall slams against him in frustration.
He did pick up the mail a while ago. Dear Code, we're sorry to inform you. His parents? What about them? What? Car crash?
Okay then. So let me get this straight. Our parents just died, and the last conversation we had with them is when we yelled at them, calling ourselves better than them, and our mom hung up and was like, "Don't call me again unless it's something very important." And that was the last conversation we had with them before they died. Well, I mean, we don't know if they died yet. They might just be in the hospital. It just says car crash. We don't know if they're dead. They might just be in the hospital. But I have a strong feeling that it's not the hospital. I have a strong feeling it is actually the worst case scenario.
I overcome with sadness, I interrupt Code's breakdown, pulling him into a tight embrace. He undoubtedly needs me more than ever right now. Code, it's okay. It's gonna be okay, sweetie.
No!
His tone of voice pierces my ears as he manages to push me away from him. Tears stream down his face, just like yesterday with the tea incident.
I can't do this!
He gets up from the floor, and I watch him mobilized by confusion as he walks towards his kitchen. What's he doing? As I get up from the floor, I see him opening one of the drawers. My gaze builds upward at the sight of him pulling out a rather large kitchen knife.
No, don't. We talked about this. You were trying to do it before out of curiosity, and you stopped yourself. Good on you for stopping yourself, then don't start it now. You're trying to make Yuri stop doing it. She doesn't need you doing this. You don't need you doing this. Stop what you're doing. What are you? Stop. Just stop. Drop that knife. Drop it right now. This is Yuri's thing, and even she's trying to stop. Wait, oh, Chad is agreeing fully. Why is this so... What do you mean, why would this be related to you? I hope that you're exaggerating, because this is hell. I can't do this anymore.
Panic overrides everything as he turns the blade on himself, pointed towards his heart.
Oh yeah, no, it is getting worse. This is worse than Yuri. Oh yeah, we're not just gonna cut ourselves, we're gonna end it all right here. Do this, you get a double kill. Yeah, we will absolutely get a double kill. Yuri will kill herself, absolutely. Yuri will absolutely end herself as well if we do this.
No! My life seems to flash before my eyes as I frantically rush over to stop him. Once I'm in front of him, I forcefully grab where the blade meets the handle and try to yank it out of his hands with all my strength. An all too familiar stinging spreads across my fingers as a result.
Months ago, one of my older cousins got caught and I thought... You thought they died. So I'm assuming they're okay at least. But you also had a freak out moment? So you also had like a freak out moment. But damn. I mean... I get that sometimes stuff seems like too much and you just want to end it all. I get that. But then you gotta think about that. It is a temporary thing and it will get better like 90% of the time. When you think that stuff, you're at a very low point in your life and you will get out of that again. But oh my god. Who would have thunked it? The first person to kill themselves is not any of the Dokis, but the actual main character. Oh, well, the first one to attempt it. Just think about Potato. Yeah, of course, that. Svine only lost his car license but got badly injured. Him trying to press that. I wanted it like that. Honestly, it's a good thing that you didn't. Like... Killing yourself is... I say this again, I know it's not a simple, like, topic to talk about, which is why I'm not gonna go in depth, because I'm not qualified to talk about anything. It's just such a final decision. Like, you can always just, like, try to keep going another day to see if things get better. But once you end your life, that's it. There is no going back on that. That is the most final decision a person can make. Which is why I think that it's always best to at least try moving on, see what the next day brings. And if it gets better, all the more reason to keep on going. Have I didn't? No, it's still a permanent shot locked in me. I can imagine. I can honestly imagine. Because losing someone close to you, I know that sucks. But the last time I lost like a close family member of mine was when I was still very, 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 very young. I was sad, but I think I was still too young to fully process what happened there. And at least, you know, said family member, they didn't get into a car crash or anything. Like they died very naturally. They died in their sleep, everything was fine, like it was very natural and everything. But naturally, it's only natural that I would still be sad. Anyway, why are we getting into this depressing stuff right now? How would they write that? The parents didn't write the letter. It was their workplace that wrote it. It literally said, we got a letter from their workplace, and we're like, oh, why would their workplace write me a letter? Huh, weird. And then it is with great regret that we have to inform you, car crash, yeah. It's really depressed, but like... apparently everyone has had, like, such a low point before. And honestly, that's really sad to know that a lot of people can recall moments like that. Me included. I mean, it's something... I'm not sure that is something we want to relate to each other on. I'm sure none of us wants to relate to anything regarding that. I think I didn't have any. Well, at least Rob. At least Rob is... Rob, you're the most positive person here right now. Let's just move on, I think. An all too familiar sting spreads across my fingers as a result. Let's continue, as you continue changing your name color just to experiment, apparently.
He resists as the knife inches closer towards him. Emotions raging inside me at the sight. My other hand grabs the handle as I pull off everything I have. This deadly tug of war comes to an end as the knife escapes his grip, but this sends me tumbling back and forwards. I'm immobilized by a sudden rush of pain as my back hits the floor and loud metal clang is heard behind me. Once my sight returns to normal, I'm on my knees. The knife we had is nowhere to be seen.
No.
Looking over to Code shows him face down on the floor trying to take a hold of a cupboard handle. Watching him grip the handle tightly, I shut my eyes as he forcefully brings the door towards his head.
That was a very girly scream we had there.
Code screams in agonizing pain as he lays with his head down on the floor. His crying has become more intense, which is tearing me apart inside. I can't let him keep hurting himself like this. Slowly knee-crawling over to him, I use all my strength to lift him up and embrace me yet again. Even tighter this time.
Imagine the knife hit Yuri. Imagine Yuri just died in all of this. Even more reason why we would kill ourselves here. I think he opened the cupboard door and slammed his head full force into it. Like full force. Like probably against the corner of it too. Which probably, yeah, that would hurt.
He doesn't resist. Instead he gets up on his knees and as his head collides with my shoulder. All I can do is have my fingers gently comb through his hair as he cries into my shoulder. It's okay, darling. I'm so sorry this had to happen, love. A single tear sheds at the thought that I almost lost my hero tonight.
He keeps slamming his head against everything. True, he does keep doing that.
Emotions build up inside me as he hits his forehead against my shoulder multiple times.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nearly screaming into my ear makes my emotions inside tremble. Babe, no, don't be sorry.
Mama.
It's okay, love. I'm right here. Tears escape my eyes and fall down to his shoulder. My voice breaks as all I can do is whisper into his ear. I love you so much, Code. It'll be okay. This is unbearable. No one should have to endure this, and certainly not my knight. He fights so hard every day to protect me, to make me happy, even save me if he has to. As his tears continue to fall, I steel myself. It's my turn to come to his rescue.
Did you even read what I said before that? which line specifically? Because everything you said in chat right here, I have definitely read.
As we're both quieting down, the stinging in my fingers seems to fade away and I'm feeling exhausted physically and emotionally. He's probably feeling the same. I lean forward to whisper into his ear again. Code, let's go to bed now. He doesn't respond. He just rests his head on my shoulder and sniffles a few times, his grip on me loosening a bit. It's okay, Code. I know what to do. My right arm holding the embrace, I bring my left arm around and under Code's knees. I secure my grip on him and use all my energy to lift him off the ground.
Are we gonna get Princess carried? Yeah, I did read that.
He's heavier than he looks, but I can manage. I must, for him. Both his arms wrap around my neck as he rests his head on my shoulder again. Once we're inside and his door is shut, I walk over to his bed and gently. Once we're inside and his door is shut, I walk over to his bed and roughly set him down on his left side, remembering his preference. He doesn't resist at all. Instead, he manages to make himself comfy under the blanket. I then turn off the light switch by his door and take off my white overshirt for the night. Carefully approaching my side of his bed, I pull the blanket away and slide in to make myself comfortable next to him. Not long after, he turns to face me, pulls me close and rests his face right in my chest. His grip on me is just as tight as before, and provides me with just as much comfort. I'm glad I can be there for him at a time when he needs me most. He's calmed down a bit now. His cheeks are tear-stained, but his grip is still strong.
Don't worry, MC, I know what to do. Let's fall. Would that cheer him up? Maybe.
It's as though he's clinging onto me for dear life.
I'm sorry. I don't want to lose you too.
I bring my head down to softly speak to him. You won't lose me. I'm not going anywhere, love. His tears seem to reignite. If this keeps up, sleep may elude him for now. I wonder. Mom, the song you used to sing me when I was younger, I think I still remember how it goes.
Oh! Okay. Get ready. No pausing. Starting now. And I don't even have to read it. Didn't expect that. I really didn't expect to get a song here. Okay then. I think I figured it out. It was Wallace. Wallace caused the car crash. Of course Wallace did it. Of course. I don't want to lose you too. Meanwhile, MC tries to kill himself. And yeah, they would have been together for the rest of his life. And technically for the rest of both their lives, because Yuri would have followed suit right after, probably.
He isn't clinging to me nearly as bad as earlier. I think he's asleep now. I can't help but feel remorse for him, having to lose two of his most important people in his life. My parents aren't around when I need them, and it can be overwhelming at times. I don't dare imagine how he's feeling. I'll always be there for him, now that they can't. I'll do anything to keep my love out of harm's way. Anything. I take one of my hands away from his back, place it comfortably in his hair, and bring my face towards his until our noses lightly touch.
Of course you will do anything. Typical yandere, right? Yeah, of course it can breathe underwater for the rest of its life. And so can you. Did you know that you're capable of holding your breath for the rest? If you were to hold your breath right now, you could hold it until until the end of your life? It's interesting.
I take one of my...
Oh, I read that.
I can feel my overall heartbeat going down slightly. It warms my heart at the idea of being a mother figure in someone's life. Maybe he's right. Maybe I would make for a good mother. That letter of his that's still in my bag and what it said, I want that to be us someday. This is all I really wanted in life, to help and protect the one I cherish the most, to hold him and be his guardian standing strong. This is just like a poem we wrote for the festival. I continue to look directly into his already closed eyes and watch his chest move up and down in tandem with the soft breathing coming from him. He's always looked so peaceful when he sleeps, and he doesn't snore at all. I love that about him. Then I inch forward and kiss his forehead and whisper into his ear, "Brick by brick, darling." Carefully laying my head down in one of his pillows and closing my eyes, the sound of Code's breathing is the essence that brings me into dreamland. We shall greet the morning together, and I'm going to make sure there's a morning to greet on.
Did you know that in terms of male, human, female Pokemon breeding, the bar is the most compatible Pokemon? Don't start reciting the entire thing. I can confirm, wait. Can you? Chapter 12. Soul Poetry. Sunday, October 17th, 4 p.m.
The rain from yesterday hasn't let up at all. Granted, it's a light rainfall. Code hasn't left his bed ever since I carried him upstairs last night. Only to use the restroom, as far as I can tell. He was still asleep when I woke up and made breakfast, and he hasn't spoken a word despite being awake for a few hours. It pains me to see him like this. I miss the old him. This house seems lonely without his enthusiastic attitude, the bright smile on his face, his mesmerizing orange eyes. I haven't done much today except for lounge on the couch and occasionally see how he's doing. Every time I tried speaking to him, he wouldn't respond or even look over to me. He didn't even touch the breakfast I made for him. I don't dare imagine what's going through his mind. The sound of rain crashing against the house, this eerie, almost lonely feeling I have. It always reminds me of the first poem I showed Code more than a week ago. Maybe I should go check up on how he's doing.
You don't know, and you don't need to know. Okay.
Wait, who was that? Making sure to remain absolutely silent, I put all my focus into hearing what's going to happen next.
We're alive!
He's finally up and around. Carefully making my approach to him, there's an uncomfortable silence between us as he doesn't make eye contact. This isn't any easier if he's in front of me. His cheeks are less tear-stained, but he looks void of any emotion. "Hey, love, how are you feeling?" After a few seconds of silence, he walks up to me and gently rests his forehead on my left shoulder. The warmth he's bringing to me causes me to place an arm around his back. At the back of his head in response. Carefully running my fingers through his hair, I bring the side of my head to meet his and quietly sigh to myself. He's not crying this time, which is a relief, but I can only imagine what's going through his mind right now. Is there anything you'd like to do today? No, I don't want to see him like this all day. There's gotta be something him and I could do today. Looking around the house in search of anything that could take his mind off of this, I spot a VCR right below his TV. I haven't seen one of those since I was a kid. I wonder if it still works. Maybe this will help. Hey, Code, how does a movie sound? I can only guess that means yes. Come on, follow me. As he reluctantly removes his forehead from my shoulder, my arm that's around his back moves up to his shoulder as we both walk over to the couch. Once he's made his way to the couch, I walk over to the TV and see the selection of VHS tapes in front of me.
How annoying. Yes, that will help. Funking. Yeah, that. Totally. Absolutely.
Taking my index finger and running them across the various tapes in front of me, my finger stops on one with a dark blue, almost black-colored cover.
Gabe! How is you? How was the rest of your stream? Making good progress in Metal Gear. I hope so. I did notice that you were playing as Sam. I did see that when I was watching earlier you were playing as Sam, right? How does it feel playing as the guy you had so much trouble fighting against? How does it feel? Anyway, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Taking my index finger and running them across the various tapes in front of me, my finger stops on one with a dark blue, almost black-colored cover. It has 5 different girls on it and a black silhouette of a man on the front, and it's called Fruits.
Finally wrapped up Metal Gear Rising. Moving on to Ultra Despair Girls next. Feels... Ooh. And it, of course... Ah, I see. Wrapped up Metal Gear Rising, huh? I'll have to check out how the rest of the stream went in that case. I'll have to make sure I look at that in the VOD. Oh, but Ultra Despair Girls, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Remind me, how far along were you in Ultra Despair Girls at this point? I think you made it to the bridge segment at least, right? Maybe? I think so. See Gabe's trying to... Wait, really? Alright. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. See to finish Danganronpa 1's final battle. Danganronpa 1's final battle? You mean the good old, the last class trial? The fun one. The the mastermind reveal and all that.
It has 5 different girls on it and a black silhouette of a man on the front. It's called Fruits. Maybe he'll like this one. Pulling the tape out of the stack of them, I can't help but notice the weight it has to it. Goodness, it's been so long since I last held one of these. It's almost like I'm holding up a black plastic book with the tape in my grasp. I turn around and show it to Code. How does this one sound? He solemnly looks over to me for a second or two, then back to the floor. My attempt at a smile is starting to go away. I really hope he doesn't stay like this forever. Besides, don't we have school tomorrow? Taking the tape out of its cover and putting it in the VCR, the play button on the VCR immediately lights up with a neon green color. Once the TV screen changes to whatever is on the tape before the movie begins, I get up from the floor and onto the couch right next to Code.
Fighting Sam as Ryan, so why not fighting Ryan as Sam so it doesn't happen? Would be fun though.
Once up nice and close to him, he sets his head on my shoulder again, this time so that we can both see the TV. After about a minute of boring ads and whatnot, an idea comes to mind I'm sure Code would enjoy. Hey, how about I order a pizza for the two of us? Code, come on, have you eaten anything all day? He shakes his head at me, his expression still looking completely defeated. Don't worry, I'll pay for everything.
Okay. And then it was a sex tape.
And it's settled.
And it was a sex tape. And you just be like,
Code, do you want to do that too? Right now, right here, would that cheer you up? It totally would, wouldn't it? And it's settled. It's nice to hear his voice again. Reaching over to my bag that's also the couch, I pull out my phone and search online for the closest delivery place.
a few hours later. No matter what I say, nothing's going to mend these girls' broken hearts. Especially hers. The only real thing I can do is...
The boy then approaches the girl and opens his arms as she responds and clings onto him for dear life. While that's happening, Code's grip on my arm tightens.
I don't remember this being this sad. I'm so sorry for this. I wish I didn't have to leave.
You don't have a choice. I don't blame you for this, nor will I ever. Me neither. It's been so long since I've last watched this.
I only ask that you take care of yourself, okay?
I promise.
Do you think they'll have a happy ending? I just wanted to let you all know that I've really enjoyed my time here with you.
I really hope so.
You're an influence on all of us, and I think you've done more for us than anyone else will.
I have to be going now. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, why did he have to say that word? Looking over to Code shows him closing his eyes with a similar look from hours ago. Why do I have a bad feeling about something? The screen fades to black and all that can be heard is the voice from the TV.
And so, once I was on the flight out of the city, I tried to look past everything I was leaving behind. Whether or not I return, Lord only knows. But you do get to fight another Blade Wolf as Blade... Ooh. Dogfight. Well, that sounds interesting. Again, I will have to double check the VOD because I want to see how it wrapped up for you. Memes, by the way. something memes, something nanomachines. I will take on whatever life throws at me with the image of her in my head.
After a few moments of silence, the words 6 months later pop up on screen.
Wait.
An area that was shown in the beginning of the movie shows up on screen along with the 4 main girls.
You're kidding, right?
Code.
Long time no see.
A girl jumps in surprised joy and runs to hug him, to which the screen fades to black and the credits start playing. Code, on the other hand, gets up from the couch, his expression showing unhappiness.
Are you seriously kidding me? He then starts
walking around his living room.
You can't just put 6 months later up out of nowhere and not explain anything that happened in that time.
He then places his head in both his hands and stops in place. It's okay, Code. I understand what you're saying, and I know that they did wrong there.
You do? Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next bit. Nanomachines. They harden in response to physical trauma. You do?
I give him a confirming nod and a slight smile.
What happened? Okay, so after all that depression stuff, we have not eaten anything for the entire day, but Yuri was able to convince us to sit down and watch a movie and finally order something to eat. So yeah. Also that.
When doing a time skip like that, they got the part down where they said what time it was. What's also important is to explain what happened during the in-between, even if it's a brief summary. If you can do that, then you can skip as much time as you want. That's my writing tip of the day. I was hoping that would at least make him smile a bit. Looks like the movie didn't cheer him up either. If anything, it may have done the opposite. Now he's gone from standing in place to sitting on his couch. His arms seem motionless as he stares at the floor. As I'm looking around the house for anything that he and I could possibly do to cheer him up, I'm noticing it's a little more silent than usual. Taking a moment to look out his window, it's dark outside, but it stopped raining. You know what? This might just work. Taking the TV remote and turning off the TV, I give Code my full attention. Hey, Code, it's finally stopped raining. Why don't we go outside for a bit? Some fresh air might do some good for the both of us. He looks over to me, almost unsure what to say. He's probably lost in thought.
But it's wet outside.
Do you have a spare blanket we could lay down on?
I do.
With my smile slowly returning, I carefully take his hand to help him off the couch. Once he's up, he slowly walks over to a different part of the house and pulls out a giant blanket for the two of us.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so first, MC is insane for not eating. Second, I don't know what you will use those nano machines for. Finally, Gabe, congratulations, I hope it went well. Get back to our burials next, and who again, I really wish I could make it to your streams on a regular basis. I will try very hard to. Especially because Danganronpa. Who knows, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I will even be more chatty. I don't know. I don't know. Out of all, by the way, one thing I can tell you, out of all Danganronpa games, Ultra Despair Girls was probably the most tedious to get 100% achievement progress on. But V3 was the most frustrating to get 100% achievement progress on. So, don't try to do that, I think. Unless you're desperate like me for every little bit ounce of Danganronpa content you can get. Because I think I'm not going for 100% exactly. Okay. Noticed. Yeah. That. Alright. Let's grab the blanket and go outside. 9:17 p.m. Sending a game is crazy. Well, I've done that with the entire Danganronpa series. I've done it with Helltaker, which was relatively easy. It doesn't have that much. Subnautica. Any other game I've 100%ed? I could try 100%ing Inscription, because I already got the hardest achievement, which was Skullstorm. So I already got the hardest achievement on Inscription. I might as well come back to it and 100% it in my own time. I don't see any issues with that. Show off. Nothing showing off, nothing to show off there. I got just 100%ed some easy games to 100%. Over 100% Hollow Knight? How? Code is not sane when it comes to Danganronpa. Maybe I am not. You are flexing, but sure. Hey, I just said I only have I think I only have 7 games where I have 100% Steam achievement progress. And I know that a lot of people would have way more. Oh well. Anyway, we're finally back to main character point of view. It's nice and quiet outside. Plus a light breeze out here doesn't feel too bad. Finding an open spot for my on my front lawn, I unfold the blue and green blanket I have and lay it nice and neat on the grass in front of us, getting rid of any wrinkles I see. Once that's done, I carefully lay myself down and place both my hands behind my head. I can feel the blanket become more damp through my back as I lay down, but that's not my biggest concern right now. I let out a big sigh as I look up at the stars and constellations above all of us. Hearing some moving about shows Yuri laying down to my right, also looking up at the stars. Can't seem to look away from her. Come to 100% of your game. What's that? Lego Lord of the Rings on the 3DS? Minikit I couldn't find. It's been living in my head ever since I was 12. I'm not being able to find one minikit. That sucks. Didn't be on boss yet. Damn. Guys, chill. Oh my god, you don't need... Well, flex, I guess. I don't know what to use besides flex. Maybe we should stop doing that. Flexing, showing off, whatever. Can't seem to look away from her. My mind races at 1,000,000 miles per hour as I get lost staring at the moonlight shining in her purple eyes. So good at gaming, we're making you change colors. Yeah, Viking's been doing that for a bit now. Mind races at 1,000,000 miles per hour as I get lost in the moonlight shining in her purple eyes. This plaguing feeling of emptiness, of hopelessness, of nothing in the world mattering anymore hasn't gone away after everything that happened last night. I still feel really bad over how I treated her yesterday. I shouldn't have pushed her and scared her like that.
Isn't it beautiful outside, Code?
She looks over to me, probably expecting me to say something back. I can't bring myself to answer that. Playtime in Terraria. I don't even know what what playtime I have in my most played game. I'm not even 100% sure what my most played game would be right now. Can't bring myself to answer that. That's not what I want to talk about right now. I feel like I should explain everything to her. I want to let her know what I'm feeling, but I'm just not sure where to start. Let's try this. You really are.
Huh?
She bashfully smiles and blushes like she usually does.
Oh, Code.
Yuri, I feel like I am ready to explain some stuff to you. Her eyes widen a bit as she looks at me expectantly. It's as quiet as I expected it to be while I think of how I want to go about saying all this. Even when I'm laying down like this, I manage to bring my head down almost out of defeat. I'm really sorry about last night.
Oh, don't. Nothing was your fault last night.
A flashback of how violent I acted around her shows up in my mind. No, Yuri, I feel like I treated you badly last night, and that was something that's been eating away at me today. You don't deserve to be treated like that. I close my eyes and simply frown at her. I don't know how else to convey how I'm feeling. Mididabudai. Second blooming yet? Yes, I did. I have finished it basically in one sitting. So yeah, no need to worry about that. I got everything I needed to get out of it. I don't know how else to convey how I'm feeling. I shouldn't have scared you like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't feel like a good boyfriend to you.
Code, please. It's not your fault.
Rate the Lisa outfit? I mean, it's good. I'm not sure if I'll equip it. I definitely like the color. Green is my favorite color after all. Mommy out of 10 is a fair rating, but if I had to pick like a proper thing, I would say maybe... It is also very different from her old outfit, because I know there are some alternate outfits that are very similar to the original. Hers is very, very unique compared to her old one, and again, favorite color, but I'm not sure. Probably a solid, like, a good 8. High 8, low 9 maybe. More like a high 8. More like a high 8. I think a low 9 might be going a little bit too far already. But a high 8 might be what I would go for. This outfit, I read that, I immediately thought of maid out. I guess Spin and I agree on that. Okay.
It's not your fault. I'm just happy I could be there for you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
A cool breeze passes by which runs through our hair. I can see a genuine look of concern on her face due to the moonlight shining on her. I turn away and look at the stars again. It's just... Sometimes I question why I'm on this earth. Why me of all people? Why am I even here? Why can't I do anything right? In this storybook we call life, why couldn't I have been born someone different?
Code?
I don't know what to do. What can you do when people who meant the world plus some aren't there anymore? What's the point anyways? Why are we here? Just to suffer? I can feel even my finger. No, I can't. We can't go on with the memes. We can't go on with the DNA of the soul. I couldn't make them proud of me. It's really hard, trying my best not to let my emotions interfere. Lord knows she's seen enough of that. I turn around completely until my face is almost buried on the blanket, my voice trying not to break. There was so much I never got to say to them. How much I appreciated my dad for all he's done. He's such a good guy. And how much I miss my mom. I turn over to face her again. She looks more worried than concerned right now. Yuri, that night you came over. Mom called. I said some things to her that I regret. I never did tell her I'm sorry, and now I can't let her know how I feel. I never will. Oh, it's my family that mean a lot to me. Exactly. Being related by blood does not mean everything. In fact, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of people who I care about more than some of my family members. Again, it is just how it is. Relation by blood is something you're given. And something you don't get to choose. And this is a topic that I am not sure I can discuss that much. Kid named everyone. Oh, and here comes the joke. And I never will. Just that thought alone is ripping me apart inside. Without a warning, I scooch closer to her, place my forehead right above her chest, and keep my eyes shut. She wraps her arms around me and kisses my forehead.
Oh, my darling boy.
Oh god. Ignodoral. No, I know what it stands for. Disoxyribonucleic acid, right? I hope I pronounced that correctly, because I don't think I've ever had to say it in English. These nuts, asshole. Or that.
Oh, my darling boy.
A moment of silence plays between us as we lay close to each other, feeling tears build up. I'm scared. My voice gets louder in desperation as I begin to softly weep in front of her. The future scares me. I don't know what to do. I can't do this without them. I wrap my arms around her tightly, as if she's the only thing I have left to hold on to in this world. I don't want to do normal people stuff all by myself. I can't do it. I just can't. What am I gonna do about filing taxes, or getting health insurance, or social security, or getting a job, or buying a house? What if I mess something up and it messes up my forever? What if I can't do anything right? They're not here to help me anymore. Who will be there to watch over me? Dense protagonist alert! Dense protagonist alert! Already forgot what you wrote for the poems you wrote for the festival, did you? Do you know what kind of okay, what kind of setup is this? I know it's a setup line for have a something. What does someone have? Have a nice day. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. Oh, I guess I'll have to have a nice day now. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I can't believe I fell for it. But you know what? No you. Who will be there to watch over me? So from Neon. Few moments pass as my emotions play out in front of her again, trying to get a grip on myself, but it's so hard when it feels like nothing matters anymore. 1 a.m. This will be difficult. Oh, we'll see about that. No, he got me. Ah, shucks. Everyone's getting gotten today. We're laughing. The game is being incredibly tragic right now, and we're laughing. No, everyone. There we go. And on that note, let's be sad again, shall we? Few moments pass as my emotions play out in front of her again, trying to get a grip on myself, but it's so hard when it feels like nothing matters anymore. A faint is heard from Yuri as she gently brings a hand to run through my hair.
I will.
Harsh voice almost sounds angelic. I move my head away from her chest to meet her gaze. Huh?
Code, please, let me help.
Another moment of silence plays out as I'm trying to process what she means. Code,
I used to feel the same way about life before I met you. I thought I was going to go through life alone with nobody to help me out with my problems. Everything just seemed hopeless with no direction, but that's no longer the case. You've been such a big help to me ever since I met you, and I can't thank you enough.
But why? Why do I mean that much to you? That's what everyone in chat wants to know too. When is the next Genshin stream? When we get more new content. Next Genshin stream date equals next Genshin stream date. Exactly. Why do I mean that much to you? I'm not normal like everyone else. I can't do most things all by myself.
Because you are not anyone else, Code. You've shown how invaluable you are to me, and I won't be able to forgive myself if I can't be there for the one who means the whole world plus some to me. You made me feel loved and accepted when you promised not to leave me because of my problems, so please, trust me when I say I believe in you and everything you'll do. And if things seem too much to handle, just know that I'll be by your side for all of it. Every waking moment, just the two of us. I think I figured out how to repay the favor, and I wouldn't have chosen any other way.
Can't help but stare at her in a surreal feeling of disbelief, as if life is being flipped upside down again. My feelings of doubt and fear are slowly starting to go away at her words. Do you really mean that?
Oh, of course, we made a promise to each other to help each other out, remember? That's a treasure I promise I'll never forget.
Yeah. That's right. There's no need to worry anymore,
There's no need to worry anymore, darling. Everything's alright.
A comfortable silence plays out as another breeze runs by. I manage to bring my face close to hers until our noses touch and I grip her body a bit harder.
Your hugs are so warm, Code. I love that about you.
I'm left speechless. I can feel a burning feeling in my heart going out of control. Everything that seemed scary is slowly melting away. Kids. Consider the following. Spelling E-Y-E-S. A yes. Totally not eyes. A yes. The future. No, our future seems a lot more bright. And it's all thanks to her. I have to let her know how much I appreciate her. To show how much I love her. I have found the one whom my soul loves. Closing my eyes, I lean forward and to my right to press my lips against hers with noticeable force. A yes. Oh no, not the Amogus. I will not. Domain of E. Time stops, by the way, as she returns the favor. Zawardo! I didn't know she has a stand. Okay, dumb joke taken care of. Good. Then we can keep going. Time stops as she returns the favor. All I can focus on is my heart pounding faster and how soft she feels when we're this close. Once we pull away from each other, the burning feeling from earlier doesn't go away. It's getting stronger. I bring my voice down to almost a whisper. Yuri, I look away from her and point a finger up to the moon. Do you ever just want to spread your wings, flap into the sky, and shout to the world how much you love someone?
CodeErr, I spread my wings not to fly, but to hold you close.
The burning desire in me grows even more as I look over to her. I want to rip off her clothes and do her right now, right here out in the open on the wet grass. Totally what the next line of dialogue is, right? I can't hide it from her anymore. This massive tent I'm pitching, I just can't hide it. It's getting too big. You just made a mistake. I guess I did make a mistake. Damn, I should have expected this. I should have expected this. But I didn't. I guess he has a Bro, I'm dead. Can't hide from her anymore. I close my eyes and kiss her again, this time more softly. After she returns the favor, I open up a little to let my tongue touch her lips. Soul poetry ensues as she opens up and does the same. Our grip on each other never ending. Soul poetry was the title, right? Well, that was a relatively short chapter compared to the previous one. I guess that's the end of the chapter. It sounds like it because black screen and music. Yep, chapter 13. 3-day weekend! My size is not much, but I like it? What do you mean? What size? What are we talking about right now? Nah, and there's the quote, of course. That quote will become a reality. It better. Huh? What? Huh? With the sound of my phone going off waking me up, I rub the sleep out of my eyes and stare at the ceiling above me. Takes a little bit for my eyesight to adjust to what's going on. Leaning over to my left side shows that Yuri's not beside me. Where'd she go? After staring at my wall for a little bit, thinking of nothing in particular, I remember what woke me up just now. Oh yeah! Who could that be? Reaching over to my phone on my nightstand, I flip it open and the screen reads, one new message. Monica. Monica? Oh boy. Let's see what she has to say.
Good, I haven't seen you and Yuri today at school. Everything alright?
All I can do is stare at the screen in front of me, unsure of how to respond back to her. After being stuck in place for a few seconds, my sense of smell picks up something lovely. Hey, wait a minute! I know what that is! Ah, I see. You were talking about the chesticles. Honestly, size doesn't matter. We can go all on about how flat is justice, medium is premium, or the big ol' opie that a lot of people seem to adore. But honestly, what matters is not the size of the chest, but the heart beating behind the chesticles. That sounds stupid. I was trying to say something profound, but I literally cannot. I am incapable. I am absolutely incapable of saying anything meaningful. Get a new brain malfunctions. Get a new one without dying. Okay, Rob, what was that for? Was that for my bad attempt at trying to say something? Exactly. What was that saying again? A big chest fills your hand. Okay, ouch. I know I'm being I know I'm being horny on main right now, but what was it? A big chest fills your hand, a small chest fills your heart, something along those lines. I think that's how the saying goes. I don't know though. Spinne has a point though, just love everyone. There you have it. Except Wallace. Love everyone except Wallace. I went even further than that. I said I know I'm being horny on main right now. I am that open about it. I've got nothing to hide. I've got nothing to hide, everyone. You already know me as the horny bastard I am. Hey, wait a minute, I know what that is. Averting my attention away from my phone, I turn towards my door and leave my room to see what's up. Best idea ever. Oh no. Should I be scared? Maybe. Once I've made my way down the stairs, my sight picks up Yuri in front of my stove again. Looking around her shows a yellow box of pancake mix and a translucent plastic bulb with a red spatula in it on the counter. Yeah, we get it. Now make a maid outfit. Maid outfit coming soon, huh? The best ever. The best IKEA ever. I'm going to do that after I'm done today. So then send it in a beast. Oh no! I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also scared. I am intrigued but scared. Also, welcome back, CodeErr. In case you're wondering what's going on right now, me and Yuri have decided to skip school. We're skipping school because violence happened, you know, because the car crash, the main character's parents died, we almost killed ourselves because of this revelation, and the day after we were just, basically we haven't eaten anything until the evening, and now we're skipping school. So yeah, that is what's happening. Just catching you up to speed on what's going on. You should be scared, but not really. Oh, I will be scared. Looking around her shows a yellow... Yeah, I read that. So that's what smells good. I take this moment to suddenly approach her right side and see what's going on. I'm getting some deja vu feelings from this. Once she looks over to see me, she puts on her signature warm smile.
Why, hello, handsome.
Her words make me feel warm inside, but so does the stovetop in front of me. I give her a small smile, but don't respond back to her. Looking away from her shows 4 golden brown pancakes on a large square pan. Oh, that's unfortunate, so in other words, business as usual. Yup. Business as usual. I can't wait to beat up Wallace and the gang again. They really have it coming, for tricking someone as dense as we are. Because on the same, on the same day we got those news, we also received a prank letter from them. Like, they wrote us a letter, made it seem like it was a letter from the school, which it obviously wasn't, right? That I think you were there for that, alright? Maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, it didn't have the school address on it, you know, all the stupid stuff. Made it seem like we are an idiot and are failing. And immediately after we received the news about our parents being dead. And tried to kill ourselves, which Yuri stopped. But yeah. The trash gang strikes again, unfortunate timing. My guess is that they're almost done. The scene in front of me. This is something that Mom used to do all the time. Again with the mommy issues. It made me happy every time.
Code, how are you feeling?
Looking back over to Yuri, she's taking the pancakes off the pan and onto a plate for us. I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday. Very soon, it will I can't wait to beat the shit out of everyone! You want to kill yourself, then do it with style. Define style, yeah. What is your definition of style? Well, that was idiotic. Off to hang myself. Therefore that, and heavily judging MC for it. Yup. So yeah, dumb shiz. Alright, I'm feeling a bit better than yesterday.
That's good. Are you ready to eat?
There's this crazy feeling of appreciation for her going on inside me right now. Hey, I know what I can do to help.
Oh, what's that?
Without another word, I walk over to my fridge and pull out the butter, reach down into the cupboard below and pull out the syrup. Next, I open up a drawer close by to pull out 2 forks, knives, and plates for me and her to use. There, I got this for us.
Oh, well, thanks, Code.
Once I'm up beside her again, we make our way to the table and set everything down in front of us. We both take a seat and get everything prepared for breakfast time. Pancakes, butter, and then syrup. In that order. She does the same as the two of us contently dig in. At least one backflip. Yeah. Massive honkers. We will see how that goes. It is good day to be not dead. Ah, yes. The MC is dead? He does the same as the two of us contently dig in. I've always loved the fluffy feeling of pancakes, and how syrup complements it, even if I do put way too much on my plate. I don't know what it is, something about it covering the whole surface area of the plate just feels right. That is something that my mom always got on me about. Mom. Looking up from my plate shows Yuri with a happy look on her face. My smile is starting to disappear as I look to the left and to the right. Dad always sat on the left side, and Mom always sat across from him when I was growing up. I set my utensils and both my hands down on the table and let out an audible sigh. His parents are dead in a car crash. Typical MC syndrome. Again, it was obvious that the parents would die the moment it became clear that the kid was a main character. Like, if the kid is a main character, chances are the parents are gonna die sooner or later. Sad, sad, sad reality. Version, that's why I said Eth. Ah, of course. I am not as dead. You know, I had hair a bit more. I will have to say the real hentai MC hair. Do you want the hentai MC hair? Maybe. It's never anything creative. Sometimes it is. Most of the time not.
What are you thinking about?
I was thinking about Mom and Dad. They always sat across from each other during dinner time or whatnot. And how we are now reminded me of that.
Code, that's...
I still can't help but miss them. She puts her utensils down and softly places a hand on mine, which jerks me up from my sad stupor.
I know, Code, but it's okay. I just remember you'll never be alone.
The rules is dead? House of oh shit, cheating at its finest. Damn, that's what you use the hentai air for, huh? My gas station, that goes for the whole place gets blown to oblivion. That's more interesting. More of an unlikely story than a car crash. Car crashes are probably the most common way to explain it, because car crashes are probably one of the most common accidents to happen where people could end up dead.
Just remember, you'll never be alone. I'll make sure of it. You'll never be alone. Not even for a single second of your life. I'll always be there. Always. Always.
I can feel a small smile returning to me as I take my hand and place it on top of hers. Thank you, Yuri. That is very creepy, but also very sweet. A coy smirk appears on her face as she places her other hand on top of ours. Why is the rules that I don't know? The rules is that I know. Why is the rules that I don't know? Track lady. No, just cheat. Bows. Oh, it's fiction. Yeah, it can get more creative in fiction. Absolutely. You are dead! A giggle fit breaks out between the two of us at the side in front of us. Our hands return to each other not long after. As we're both calming down, something important comes to mind. Hey, that reminds me.
Oh, what is it?
Pulling my phone out of my I cannot read. Poppet. What even is a poppet? Pulling my phone out of my pocket, I flip it open and bring up my text messages. Take a look at what Monica sent me. I hand her my phone.
Monica?
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Once my phone is in her grasp, it takes her a while to read what's shown. She looks back up to me not long after.
Don't worry, I know what to say to her.
I can't help but sit there full of questions as she's typing away on my phone.
And send.
After she gives my phone back to me, I go to my sent messages and see what she could have possibly told her.
Mind your own business, Monica. I only have
Mind your own business, Monica. I only have eyes for Yuri. It's not like you would ever need to know anything. 5 more DDLC streams? I don't know. Probably like maybe 1 or 2 more after this. Because when I when I was at chapter 7, the author of this mod said I was about halfway through. And we're on chapter 13 now. So I think maybe 1 more stream or maybe 2. We'll see how long these chapters are. Or how many there are. But if we're roughly at the halfway point there, then we'll see. Hey Yuri here, Code is taking a mental health day and I'm making sure everything's alright. We won't make it to the club today. Yeah, she pretty much hit the nail right on the head there. Breakfast is pretty much done and the silence between us was comfortable. Yuri takes the liberty of picking up all the dirty dishes, but I stop her before she walks over to the sink. Hey, I'm gonna go outside and get the mail real quick.
Oh, that's okay, Code. It won't be too long now.
Heh, she always knows how to be cute, even when things aren't going the best. Giving her an attempt at a smile, she walks over to the kitchen and I make my way outside. The sun is out, shining brightly through the clouds that are scattered throughout the sky. It feels really nice outside compared to what the past few days have been. I take advantage of this moment to get some fresh air in me before walking over to the mailbox. The breeze against my face makes me feel a little more alive. Approaching my mailbox and opening it, I pull out one envelope and look at it. It's a healthcare provider I've never heard of. A stinging feeling grows inside me at just how much I don't want to deal with this. I'll deal with this later. What? Oh, Monica maybe? I pull out my phone out of my pocket and sure enough it's her. Let's see what she's got.
Fine, just make sure you two show up tomorrow so Yuri and I have something planned for a club activity.
Monica, please! My parents just died and you care more about your club than me! No one will ever die again! So, were the parents the only casualties in the crash, or did everyone involved bite the dust? That much we don't know. We were just told it is with tragic news that I have to inform you that your parents perished in a car accident, basically. That is all the info we got. Alright. Collect a craft. This construct. I'm gonna have a heart. Damn, you suck. Alright. Huh. Wonder what she could have had in mind. I can't help but stare at the road in front of me. Club activity. What could they possibly have in mind? If that's how Monica reacted to me and Yuri missing today, then I get... What? What? Monica again? Bringing my phone up to me once again shows one new message. Unknown. Flipping my phone open, I begin reading the wall of text on the tiny screen in front of me. This better not be Wallace, if that motherfucker is here. Northside Credit Union here. We are confirming your monthly automatic deposit of $100 has been processed into your checking account as per your representative payee's orders. Thank you for partnering with us for your financial needs. Oh, that's good. Wait, hold on. Representative payee. That's who holds on to my money for me. That's... Wait a minute. Dad told me that when he was still around... You don't mean... Feels like my eyebrows skyrocketed to the moon. If... Then... Does... It feels like my whole world is crashing again, in a good way this time. Staring at my phone, I know what I want to do. Exiting my message screen, I pull open my contacts and stare at the words Yuri, smiley face, Monica, and Mom and Dad. There's no way this is actually happening. Don't call me again unless it's important.
Don't call me again unless it's important.
I'm left staring at my screen again at what my mom told me days before. That thought alone puts me in a stalemate on what I should do. There's a life or death situation. I'd say it's pretty important. I presently place my finger over the green call button on my phone and don't press down on it yet. That it was fake. A fake? Possible. Oh my god, if that was also a thing done by the Wallace gang, I'm gonna be so upset. But no, I think the payment just went through because it was an automatic payment. Like, it automatically goes through every month on the same day. And we just got the confirmation of that happening. But MC thinks because the payment went through, that might mean that that his parents are alive and they manually did the payment. I absolutely am 100% sure it's just automatic, and MC is freaking out about nothing right now. Passively hover my finger over the green call button on my phone, but don't press down on it yet. But wait, what if they don't pick up? What if I'm just overthinking things? I'll never know if I don't try. And it is my medical opinion that the rules is dead. Must have missed something. What's going on? Alright, so what happened? We just got the confirmation mail that money has been added to our account. Basically our allowance that we get every month from our parents. And I think MC thinks that because he got that payment, he thinks that his parents are alive because, well, they would have had to send him the payment. But I think he's just overthinking it because I'm pretty sure they just set it up to be an automatic payment that happens every month without them having to do anything. But here's MC thinking, oh, if I got the money, that must mean they are still alive. I'll never know if I don't try. The moment I hit the green call button, my nervousness skyrockets as I bring the speaker to my ear. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. No one's gonna pick up, dude. This is a dream sequence. No, wait, we don't have the corners. Something's wrong, I can feel it. Something's wrong, I can feel it.
Hello?
Oh, no, wait, no. Or, that's the mailbox. It's gonna be the, hello, you have reached the mailbox of, please leave your message after the beep. That's what it's gonna be. We're getting so much false hope right now. Probably an automated system that moves money from their accounts to his... Exactly. I think so too.
Code, what do you want?
Can't believe what I'm hearing. There's no way this can be real. Mom?
What is it?
I'm still in shock at what's happening. What hope? Hope? No, seriously, it has to be, we have to be imagining this. There's no way. Did you and Dad send the money over today?
Of course, your dad did that first thing this morning. Why are you asking in the first place? We've gone over this before we left, you know.
Dad, despite my mom's tone, it feels like my world's being flipped upside down just by hearing her again. This is almost too much to handle. Mom, is everything alright over there?
Everything's fine over here. I thought I told you to call only if it's important, you know. Cole, what's going on?
Mom! I got a letter in the mail from your work 2 days ago. It's really hard to keep my composure now, but I'm trying my best. They said you and Dad got in a car crash and aren't with us.
Are you serious? Your dad and I haven't left our hotel room over here in a few days.
Music to my ears. Okay, we really did get major debated. So was it a double whammy by Wallace and the gang? Okay, it was a double whammy by Wallace and the gang, I imagine. So they said, you know what, let's say he's doing bad at school and make him think his parents died. That's gonna be funny, such a fun little prank. No, seriously, they need to die. All of them, the entire group. Tortured to death, absolutely. I am ready for violence. I am ready for all the violence. Give me every single torture method you can think of. We'll do them all. We'll find out what's the most painful. Music to my ears. I can feel myself feeling a little more at ease.
Look, if you can find out who sent that to you, let your dad and I know, and we'll take action against them.
Now's the time. Mom?
What is it, Code?
Well... So after that violence, what do you think of that? I feel really bad about what I told you the other day, and I felt like I would never be able to tell you this. I take a moment to breathe in and out. I'm really sorry about all the things I said the other day. I shouldn't be treating you like that. I'm really sorry.
Oh, well, thank you, Code. I'm sorry I reacted the way I did too. Your dad and I both love you very much, you know.
Mom, I love you guys so much. Do you and Dad have any idea when you two will be coming back home?
Well, if everything goes well, then your dad and I should be able to make it to your graduation. That means you better keep your grades up, you know.
Don't worry, I'm doing okay when it comes to that.
You better be, you know.
Right.
Has anything else been going on that your dad and I should know about?
Other than that, no, not really.
Well, good. Yeah, I have other important business to take care of today. Feel free to call us if you or your girlfriend need anything, you know.
I will. Thanks again, Mom. Love you.
Love you too. Bye now.
So wait a moment. So we can all agree now that Wallace and the gang bullied someone to suicide. Like, the only reason we're still alive is because Yuri was there and tried really hard to stop us, and she was struggling. She was struggling to make us stop. Like, she was pulling against the knife with all her strength, and we still were able to get it a little bit closer to us during that moment. We were really serious about killing ourselves there. What kind of punishment is right for people who push someone to that point? What the fuck is going on in chat today? Chat is reenacting The Heavy is Dead, or The Rules is Dead, I guess. Anyway, I think chat is capable of stopping there, possibly. For once, it seems like everything feels right. I can't help but stare at my phone symbol with the green arrow on my screen, showing that the call was successfully made. This feels incredibly surreal. I have to tell Yuri about this! Quickly turning around, I dash over to my door and quickly enter my house. Or a mistake at work? It has to be the gang. Once I spot Yuri in my kitchen cleaning up everything from earlier, I exactly start walking over to her with a slight spring in my step. Yuri, you won't believe it!
Code?
I just said, can we slowly wrap this up? I just said, can we slowly wrap this up? Because chat is escalating to a point where... Actually, no, I should be happy that chat is active, but it feels a bit weird. That chat is just acting out that video.
Code?
As she looks over to me, I take both of her hands in mine and give her my most excited smile. They're alive. They really are.
You don't mean...
Look, look. After jumping up and down a few times, I quickly pull my phone out of my pocket. Bringing up the message from the bank, I hastily hand her my phone. After looking at it for a bit, she gives my phone back to me.
Did your parents really do that?
They did. And I tried calling them. And look! I pull out the call logs on my screen and excitedly point to the box that says Mom and Dad to show her the green arrow next to the phone symbol.
Wait, they answered?
I can't contain my excitement anymore. I have to show her how happy I am. They did! And without a warning, I hug her as hard as I can, pick her up from the ground and start spinning her around my kitchen. I am so happy. But can you call acting active? I am really not sure. What gonna be fun? We're almost done. Alright then, wrap it up, guys. You got this. I am so happy. This lasts for a few seconds, as I think I can hear Yuri giggling out loud. Once that's over and we're not spinning anymore, I let go of her. Instead, she wraps her arms around me.
Oh, Code, this makes me really happy to hear this.
Me too. Me too. Once I break away from her, I happily place my right hand on her shoulder. Why don't we go do something to celebrate, since I just got paid and all?
Code, are you sure?
Yeah. Why don't we go out to eat or something? I carefully tighten my grip on her shoulder. I've got us covered. Besides, there's this place in town that my parents used to take me all the time, and I'd like to share that with you.
I would really like that.
I remove my hand from her and flash her a bright smile.
However, could we stop by my place real quick so that I can change my clothes? I've been wearing these for the past few days now.
Yeah, sure thing. 2 hours later. Took some time, but we finally made it off the bus and into the city. We walked over to Yuri's house first so that she could change into some more clean clothes. Don't get me wrong, she smells great and all, but I love it when clothing that's mine smells just like her, but I don't blame her for switching clothes. Okay then. Have you ever worn the same clothes for a week straight? It's not fun, and gets uncomfortable, almost to the point of being unbearable. Besides that, the bus ride here was uneventful like always, and it's a good thing that nobody bothered me and her.
Hey, Code, lead the way for us, please.
Oh, I will. Oh, right. Looking around the area to try and remember where it is, I end up remembering which way to walk after some time. Ah, I know where to go. I forcefully take her hand in mine until our fingers mesh and give her a confident smile. Follow me. The two of us depart from the bus stop and walk the opposite way of where the pawn shop is. After holding the door open for her and the of us walking in, the aromatic atmosphere immediately hits me. The smell of a burger place like this is truly unforgettable. Okay, I can read perfectly fine. There's one thing I'll always remember from my childhood, how certain places smelled, and this place has never lost that charm. The distinct sound of people working and chatting adds on to everything, and all the different colors of this place has never bothered me at all. There used to be vintage memorabilia and old vinyl records hanging from the walls and ceiling of this place back when I was a kid, but it's mostly gone now. One would think that an atmosphere like this would be too much for someone like me. Something about sensory overload or whatnot. The sensory overlord. But I guess everyone's different when it comes to that. Looking over to Yuri shows her looking around in awe, like she's never been here before or something. Hey Yuri, have you ever been here before?
No, I have not. My parents very rarely took me to places like this when I was younger.
I see. As the two of us make our way in line to order, I notice there's not too many people in front of us. Something else comes to mind though. Hey! How come you haven't told me about your parents?
Let's talk about that another time. Not right now.
Well, if I remember from past experiences, being persistent and trying to pry into info like that from people usually ends up in disaster. It's probably best I take a word on this. Another time then, alright? Yuri smiles at me a little bit, but then averts her attention to the big menus hanging above the counter in front of us. I then follow suit and look at them with her. After a little bit, a new menu item catches my attention and excites me. Looking over to Yuri again, I tug on her right sleeve. Oh, Yuri! They got that. They got the one snack that's the deep fried jalapeno and cream cheese. Do you like those? She seems to be pondering over that for a while.
Well, I'll be honest, Code. I've never eaten those before, but I'd be willing to try something new.
For whatever reason, I don't know how to respond to her other than smile and say, thanks. Yes, this is stupid. Thanks.
Now, if I may ask for something, since you said you're buying...
Oh, what is it?
Do you like butterscotch?
My eyes widen a bit after hearing that. I do!
Well, would it be alright if we...
Wait, I got it. How about we get the biggest shake they have, and we get 2 straws so we can share it.
I would love that.
I smile brightly at her. Then it's settled. Shush. Have you figured out what else you want? She does a double take at the menus in front of us and stares at it for a little bit, then looks over to me.
I think I do. How about you, love?
I also take another look at the menus. My mind starts getting a little foggy at figuring out exactly what I want. Darn near everything looks good. I'm sure I'll figure out when it's our turn to order. Once everything is all paid for, the person at the cash register gave me some weird square buzzer thingy with a number on it. It's supposed to light up and vibrate when our order is up at the front counter. Hand in hand, the both of us make our way through the not very crowded restaurant to an available table. Once we take a seat, I immediately feel how comfy it is. A bit bouncy too. I feel inclined to jump up and down a little bit, but not in public. Placing our buzzer thing at the far end of the table, I became lost in thought for a bit. There's a comfortable silence as the two of us take in the atmosphere and I look around at the place. Man, this place has changed a bit since I was a kid. Berg, by the way. You like the Berg? I like the Berg. There used to be an arcade in here, but that's been removed to be a bar. The menu hasn't changed at all. And the island bar thing with all the condiments and whatnot still stands. That makes me happy that's still around. I guess it's the little things. Memes. Ah, of course. Perfect.
Hey, Code, what are you thinking about?
Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about this place from back when I was a kid. It's one of my favorite places that my mom and dad used to take me to. Yuri places her left hand on the table and smiles at me.
Oh, well, thank you, Code, for sharing a special place to you with me. I'm enjoying my time here so far.
While her words do make me feel content, my expression doesn't match hers. I tenderly grab the left side of her hand with my fingertips. I have my fingertips feel her palm and give her a look of uncertainty. This causes her thumb to embrace my fingers as it glides up and down between them.
Code?
Yuri, there's something important I feel I should bring up.
What is it?
I take a deep breath in and out before speaking, but try not to make it very noticeable. Yesterday, when you reassured me that everything will be alright. I hear condom. You absolutely must have misheard. Approaching me, we're coming straight at me. Yes, that is how that works. Which, by the way, I can't thank you enough for that. I grip her hand a little bit harder, which makes her blush a bit more. But other than that, now that we know my parents are still alive, they'll be around to help me if I need it. I guess what I'm trying to ask is, do you still mean everything you told me? Her look of concern changes to one of happiness.
Code, of course I still mean it. I wouldn't be a very good girlfriend to you if I were to make empty promises.
My smile becomes a little more genuine at her, as a warm, comforting feeling starts to blanket me.
Code, listen to me. I'm sorry for bringing this up, but about your parents, there will be a time when their story ends. It happens to everyone eventually. For the time they're around, we should learn from theirs so we can build upon ours. And just know that I'll do everything in my power to keep ours going. And I can't reiterate enough how much nothing will change between us.
Yes. It's not an option F you, damn. Got some interesting quotes again here. If we weren't in public right now, I'd show her just how her words make me feel. Instead, I warmly smile. I might even be bright red, and remove my hand from hers to extend my right pinky to her. Can you promise that? It takes no time for her pinky to wrap around mine as her smile stays strong.
Promise?
The confidence in her voice. How her words make me feel. How stunning she looks right now. I really do love you, Yuri. You know that? Can't even begin to describe how happy she looks.
And I love you too, Code.
I tighten my grip on her pinky by a little bit to show that I don't want to let go just yet. And I want to help you out with anything you may be facing for, well, how does forever sound? Warmly? Ew. No, not that word. We mean warmly. Yuri giggles at me.
Until the stars all fall down.
Yeah. I like that. After getting lost in each other's eyes for a little bit, I ease up on her and our hands. I ease up on her and our hands return to where they were on the table. Man, I am struggling to read right now. Can you tell we've been going for 3 hours already? I think you can.
You know, Code, a few minutes ago when I said I wouldn't make empty promises to you, that reminds me of something that happened to Sayori last year.
Oh? What would that... Alright, here we are, you two. Averting my attention over to a much older girl walking towards us, she stops at our table. A white and gold-colored milkshake in a giant glass cup is placed in between the two of us, and a tray of jalapeno poppers is set down next. Everything in front of us smells wonderful. Next she sets down 2 small white plates that are about the size of my hand, 2 big plastic colored straws, and 2 sets of silverware wrapped in napkins. Your order should be up pretty soon. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, thanks. We'll probably keep going until the end of the restaurant segment, I think. That seems reasonable, right? With that, she smiles and walks away from our table, leaving us alone together again. I look over to what's in front of us, my mouth starting to water a little bit. I haven't had these in so long. I hastily grab one, its crispy texture not bothering me at all, and bite into it. Pure bliss could probably be seen from my face. These aren't really that spicy, which makes this all the better. Yuri, on the other hand, pulls out the gold knife from her bag and flips it open. At a glance, it looks like she's been keeping it clean for us. She grabs one, sets it on the plate in front of us, cuts it in half, short ways with the little effort to reveal the green and white inside, and takes a bite.
Oh, I like these, Code.
Whoa, my chat box just glitched out for a second. What happened? Think about opening doors. Explain your opinion on it. I think it's horrible. If you open a door, you can do it slowly if you want to. But even if you open a door slowly, feel free to put a little bit force into it. There's no need to open it with that adjective in mind. Then again, kicking down a door is just as valid. Also, Rob is pinning very weird stuff right now. Ninja, oh, she's not learns for ninja. Yeah.
It tastes better than I thought they would.
But I'm telling ya! Taking one of the straws and sticking it in the middle of the shake, Yuri follows suit shortly after on her respective side. Taking a sip reminds me of how long it's been since I last tasted anything with butterscotch in it. The sweetness of it goes great with vanilla. I can't hide my smile because of all of this, but I am reminded of something Yuri said a little bit ago. Oh hey, you said that something reminded you of something? She backs away from our shake and begins thinking for a bit.
Oh, that's right, about Sayori.
Yeah? What happened to her last year?
Oh, well, there was a time where she was really sad, all because someone near and dear to her mistreated her. If I remember right, her and her childhood friend became a couple last year, and they both seemed really happy with each other. The very few times we shared poems in the club last year, she would always write about how happy she felt. She just had this way of brightening up the club with her words.
Yeah, I can see her acting like that. What happened to the two of them, though?
From what I remember, he broke her heart by having an affair with a different girl, and he didn't tell her.
Kara will be proud of you. Of course. Oh no! You don't just do that to someone like her. I take a bite out of another one of our snacks as she starts cutting up another one.
At first she told us that things weren't working out between them like she had hoped, and they left each other on surprisingly good terms. It wasn't long after that happened, when she found out that he had been talking to another girl behind her back the whole time. She was so distraught by everything. I'd never seen her that sad in all my life.
Wait. So that's why she was really sad last year. I may not have been friends with her back then, but I thought something was up.
I remember her saying it felt like she was stabbed in the back, especially because he kept on telling her how things weren't going to change between those two. It took her quite a few days to recover from that, but she returned to her normal self eventually.
Stupid MC, don't break Sayori. There are a few things that you absolutely cannot do. One of them being breaking Sayori's heart. You just don't. How would you? How could you? I'm guessing she's not speaking with her anymore?
No, she hasn't mentioned him at all after everything that's happened.
That's gotta be sad, though. Losing someone that meant a lot to you while they still roam this earth? What am I saying? That is sad, big brother. Yuri somehow grips my hand a little harder.
Oh, I feel like I'm running from his mistakes when I say that nothing will change between us. And I mean it, Code. I would hate for something like that to happen to us.
I give her a reassuring smile. Me too, Yuri. I grip her hand in such a way so that I can lean forward and kiss it. This causes her to blush and look away. By the way, I'm kinda curious now. I mean, I really don't care, but what... I guess food's ready. Huh? What? I really don't care, but I wonder which girl he let... Huh? What? Oh, looks like it's time. With that, I grab our buzzer while ignoring the tingles it sends through my body, scooch over, and get up from my seat. Don't break Sayori's heart, too. Don't break, don't say cupcakes are bad. Don't, I don't know, something Yuri for just Monica. Alright. Yuri remains seated for whatever reason. Wanna come with me, up front, and grab yours?
Oh, no thanks. I'll wait here for you.
Alright. I'll be back then. Not long after, I'm walking back to the table, tray in hand, with both of our meals. Everything smells way too good. I knew that coming here would be a good idea. As I'm slowly approaching our table, I see Yuri putting the same orange pill bottle from the other day back into her bag. I think I asked her once before about it, but it probably wouldn't be wise if I were to ask her about it again. Once I'm at our table, I carefully place the tray down in front of her and take a seat across from her. Her eyes widen a little bit at the sight. A medium cooked burger with Swiss cheese, mushrooms, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayo, with steak fries claims its spot in the on my side. Yuri, on the other hand, has a medium rare cooked burger with cheddar cheese, bacon, and an over medium egg with also with steak fries. I've always liked the feeling of these kind of fries. They're wider than my thumb, sport a fun kind of soft texture, and they taste great compared to normal fries. Grabbing the red plastic ketchup bottle to my left, I put some on my tray next to my fries.
Pass that over when you're done.
Oh, sure thing, babe. Once that's all said and done, and she has it, I take the tomatoes off my burger and onto a white plate next to me. Your knife, please. Yuri stops for a second right after taking a bite, but then reaches down into her bag and hands me her gold knife. Once I flip it open, I start cutting out the insides of the tomato slices.
What are you doing?
I stop what I'm doing to meet her gaze. It's then that I realize that I might be the only person in the world who does this. Oh, I just don't like the insides of tomatoes. It's both a texture and a taste thing for me. The outsides are just fine though.
Just like with the cupcakes during the festival last week.
Yeah, except I can actually do something about it this time. Once I'm all done with that, I take the white napkin that my silverware was wrapped in, wipe off the knife's blade before retracting it. Looking back to her smiling face and giving her the knife back, she also takes the plate with the tomato insides on it from me. Grabbing the salt shaker to her right, she sprinkles some onto the tomato slices and eats both of them. Now that's what I like to see, not letting any food go to waste. She's a keeper. Wait, the festival was only a week ago? It felt like it was so long ago. Thanks for the extra head pad. After all, we have been going for 10 minutes extra already. We'll see how long this restaurant segment lasts. Oh well, with tomatoes back on of my burger, I take a bite. Everything tastes fantastic, and I'm sure that Yuri can say the same due to the look on her face. An early goodbye hat pad. I see. Can't help but prop my right foot on the top of my left as my feet and hands fidget because of how good I'm feeling.
Code, is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I promise. I'm just really happy to be here. She smiles warmly at me.
I see. Thank you again for taking me here. I too am really happy.
Can't help but smile at her. I don't know if I can survive through my slumbers for much longer. I'm sure this won't last for much longer anyway, and then we'll have to find someone to raid. Soon. We'll see who it's gonna be. For now though, let's wrap this up. I can't help but smile at her. I knew coming here would be a good idea. Wait, what if... You know what? Let's try this. Grabbing one of my fries, I dip it in some ketchup and bring it a few inches away from my face. Hey Yuri!
What?
Just like that, I managed to catch her off guard and stuff one of my fries in her mouth. She's frozen in place as I'm leaning back into my seat. Feels like I've broken the happy spell between us. After a second of nothing happening, I quickly remember something from a while ago. To justify my actions. I look away from her out of nervousness. I finally got back at you?
Hey, Code.
I look over to her only to see a fry approach me and slam into my right cheek. Now I'm the one frozen in place as she recalls and her fry falls to my lap. Silence falls among us for a short while until I bring my hand to my right cheek and look at my finger to see something red. Once both of us realize what just transpired, we both start laughing at how silly we just were. Sussy. Very sus. The rest of the date went by smoothly as there were no more French fry incidents between the two of us. Now that seems like a good spot to wrap it up for today, doesn't it? No more French fry incidents. So that was it for Our Castle Walls for today. There will probably be 1 or 2 more streams if I had to guess. I am looking forward to seeing how the rest of the story plays out. Really looking forward. I'm sure we will have our fair share of run-ins with the bullies again. That is probably gonna be unavoidable, if we're being honest. But we will survive somehow. And we will kill them. If it's the last thing we do. So, let's pick a raid target. Oh, Sidious is live! Man, Sidious has been so busy recently. Sidious hasn't been streaming a lot recently. I feel like this is a good opportunity to finally get back on a Sidious stream. Let's do that. Let's raid Sid. I'm sure he'll absolutely appreciate that. Also, playing Minecraft, giving you a little bit of an early taste of when I finally return to Minecraft. You know, that's gonna be fun. So let's get this raid set up and we'll head on over there in just a second. Alright, everything is set up. We should be ready to go any moment now. Alright. So with that, everyone, I want to thank you very much for watching this lovely stream. Next stream will likely be on Friday, unless a new Genshin update comes out and I find the time to play it this week. But yeah, most likely Friday for FNF. If you want to see more DDLC, you gotta wait until Saturday, just 1 extra day. And yeah, I will see you all then. Thank you so much for watching, and let's share some love with Sid. Until next time, bye everyone. And of course, goodbye and thanks also to those of you who are watching this as a VOD. I really do appreciate your support as well, and who knows, maybe I will see you live in the future. Until then though, have a good one and bye bye.